Hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Halo, and I'm your DM today. And thank you for joining us for our third episode of Ladies and Gentledice. And I'm sure I don't speak for myself when I say I am so excited that you're here. I'm sure all my players, say hello, players, are
Hello.
Hello.
also very very excited to see you. So why don't we just dive in, right? Um, Last time diving in. So, last time on Ladies and Gentle Dice, we came upon, well, actually, we left the city of Carden, or the town of Carden, a very small town after murdering the tavern owner's daughter and stealing the item, or um, repossessing.
That's unfair.
And repossessing the item that changed her. And so the current consensus is right now that a mysterious figure named Mr. B was the person that brought this item, this tiger idol, to the town, and is basically the catalyst for all of this stuff to happen. So, and our intrepid heroes heard that he is going northwest, towards the city of Gandurren, an artisan city, where and on the way there, our characters met a halfling artificing woman named Juno Gwent, who happens to be part of the Great Gwent family, one of the great guild house families. I don't know, of the city of Gandurren. And upon entering Gandurren, Juno Gwent took their horses consensually. Borrowed is a better term. Borrowed their horses to bring in what seemed to be high quality art supplies into the city, while our party went and saw a culinary final for the Great Anise Harbor Culinary Academy, where Gnarl lost a bet. Anyway, after getting some good food, they headed toward the outskirts of Bayberry to Lillypen, which is a poor district of Gandurren City, where they met a man named Billiam. Billiam, who seems to be a permit forging tavern owner that is very insecure about his own intelligence. He has tasked the party, if the party wants any information about Mr. B that Billiam may or may not have, they're going to have to get the city guard of Gandurren City to start letting people into Gandurren City again. And that is where we left off, them leaving the Greasy Owl, the tavern that Billiam owns. So, Billiam has just said, "Get these fucking gods off my back, and I'll think about telling you information if I've got any." And so, what do you do?
What time is it?
Okay.
Is it evening, right?
Yeah, you guys got there in early evening, and that conversation wasn't very long, so it's probably still like dusk.
Okay. We also have to figure out where we're. Oh. We also have to figure out where we're going to spend the night.
Yeah. Let's go meet up with Juno. Go get her money. Maybe we can ask her if there's a good place to stay.
Right. Get our horses.
Get our horses and our cart. No, that's her cart. Get our horses back.
Yeah.
Bertrand.
Bertrand. Yeah, get Bertrand the horse.
Yep.
That's right.
And Tam still has his pony.
Bertrand's such a mouthful.
Take it up with Bertrand.
I mean, maybe
I'm just the messenger.
The Tam speaks up and he's like, "Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe he likes that it's fancier sounding than mud."
Anything would be fancier sounding than mud.
Says you. Mudworks. A perfectly good name.
Maybe that's something you should take up with Bertrand.
It's still one of my favorite things.
We should also talk to Juno about what Billiam said.
Yeah,
Right.
we should.
Where were we supposed to meet her again? I don't remember.
Inside.
She was going to find us?
No, she would like you to meet them at, the official guild house of House Gwent, which is to the east of Anise Harbor.
Right. So we have to go
Yes.
in to the city.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is why she gave you the emblem.
Yeah.
The emblem that is a coat of arms with a wrench on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well,
I
Through the
wonder why
gates.
it's called Anise Harbor. I wonder if it's named after a vegetable. Fruit?
a
No, not
spice.
fruit.
Or star anise?
A spice. Star. Would be a spice. I
Yeah.
assume they do, trade through there. So
I'm just saying this as we're walking towards the
Yeah.
bridge. As
Well-
we're
Yeah, sure,
Walking
yeah.
and talking, walking and talking.
Well, I mean, that's where the Culinary Academy is. And also,
perhaps.
the Tam is, like, actually starting to get a little worked up now. He's kind of stoked. He's like, also, don't you know about Anise Harbor? Like, that's where the best food ever is. Like, apparently, if you can get into the city, you go to Anise Harbor, and it's got the best food in the entire world.
I think Tam wants to go to culinary school and not wizard school. That's my feeling.
No, I want to learn magic. I also just want to taste the best food in the entire world. There's restaurants
Cooking is
there.
Cooking is a form of magic.
No, it's not.
Cooking is useful. You weren't really great with the butchering, so
I-
don't know. We'll see how it works.
Elbow,
I don't know
teeth,
if
and
you're right.
Anyway,
Unless you zoom in.
Tam.
These general stats.
We're doing great, everybody. We're doing great.
Anyway,
Okay.
Tam is just like, no, cooking is science. And magic, wizarding is also science. But they're different.
Cooking keeps you alive. Sort of.
Yeah, I know how to cook. I just don't want to cook forever.
That's fair. Well, I am excited to try the food as well. I now I feel bad for teasing him, so I'm excited to try the food as well.
I hate to break it to you, kid, but you're gonna be cooking forever for the rest of your life. You have to eat.
Okay.
You could marry
I
someone who
want a
likes
high
to cook.
five, Gnarl.
Wow, guys.
You could marry someone who likes to cook.
Yeah, that sounds like a great
There you
idea.
go.
I'm gonna marry somebody that cooks good, so I never gotta cook again.
That's not how partnerships work.
Or, I'll just make breakfast sandwiches for the rest of my life.
Good breakfast
Oh,
sandwich.
I
A
did
good
teach you
plan. A good plan.
Nice, good bacon.
As you guys close in on the Bloomway, you're finally standing in front of the bridge, and you can kind of see like the reason why it's called the Bloomway. The bridge itself is made out of this dusky pink sandstone that kind of reminds you, the blooms of a flower. And this thing is roughly the size of like 2 football fields. Like, it's pretty long, and below is thousands of feet of cliff. So you can see the ocean below. But yeah, it's, you cannot swim your way across this. But also lining each side of the Bloomway are various street performers and one statue. That's roughly in the middle.
What is the
Street
statue?
performer stops us.
Nobody stops you. It seems
Oh,
like
I
you
heard stop you.
yeah.
I think it was a statue, which
Yeah,
I'd be
a
curious to look
statue.
at. I want
Yeah.
to look at that and just see.
Yeah,
what it is.
you go see the statue. It is a russet-colored dwarf. That he doesn't have a plaque in front of him, weirdly enough. It's just, yeah, this statuesque dwarf that's standing very proudly in the middle.
Is it are we on the bridge, or did we walk to the bridge and that's where we found the statue?
Yeah, the statue man.
Okay.
The statue man is in the middle, or roughly in the middle of.
Okay.
Yes. But actually, you do see like a small little like card. In front of the base of the statue. If you want, you can try and read that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm curious.
So you lean down, and you're like, the writing is weirdly small on this little piece of paper, and as you lean in closer and closer, you hear "Abuga Booga," and the dwarf statue man is smiling, and has a different expression. And
Would I have seen this?
Just in awe at whatever just happened right there. Yeah. like jaw slightly open.
I'm just laughing.
Yeah, anybody can see this, and he is now not moving. He now just has his thumbs up and has a smile.
Right, I deserved that, I suppose. Does he have a hat? Does he have a hat out?
Yes, there's a hat next to the base of where he is standing.
I'll flip a silver into his hat.
Okay, and then he does like a robotic like, thank you.
Right. Whew. I'll go back to the group. Well, that was unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the statue man of the Bloomway.
Sure. The statue man of the
You
right.
know a lot about this city there, Tam.
Well, I went here one time like a year ago, and it was the best vacation I've ever had.
Ah.
It's kind of like he's like the Bushman of San Francisco.
I don't get that reference.
Oh, okay. So for people outside of California, there's a Bushman in San Francisco. I don't know if he's still doing it with COVID, but he's a guy that hides in bushes and jumps out at people in San
That's
Francisco.
terrifying. That's a good way to get kicked in the face.
Well, I mean, he'd been doing it for a lot. Like, I've been hearing about the Bushman since high school, so like almost 10 years at least.
That's a good way to get kicked in the face. Oh my god.
I was never in SF enough for that to be a thing for me to know.
Well, I had never met the Bushman, but I just heard about him from people that like went to San Francisco. I don't know.
I love that you guys call him the Bushman.
Yes, because he hides. Okay, and the best part about it is you should look him up on YouTube. The best part about it is they're not obscuring pieces of bush. They're like two branches with like leaves on the end, with like little tufts of leaves on the end that he just kind of.
It's just one of those things where people are so not observant.
Yeah. Oop, we lost Rox. We'll wait for a second to get her back.
I'm glad it was now and not when.
Bushman?
Yeah, the Bushman! Look him up!
I'm gonna have to now.
don't
I
know
like
why.
that you go and say that, and I'm like, I don't get the reference.
People from the Bay will understand. For the most part.
People who've been victims of the Bushman.
Yeah.
Oh
His
no.
many victims.
The
Oh.
internet is down? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, she froze for me, and I was just like messaging the group. I was like, okay, is
Yeah, no, I was about to be like,
everyone
Rox,
else?
are you
And
okay?
then, yeah.
Excuse me.
Welcome back!
Oh my goodness. What the heck was that about? Okay, hi.
Hi.
Carry on.
Wow.
Hi! So yes, we were talking about the San Francisco Bushman, but we're done with that now.
Okay.
Okay,
So.
so
Okay.
yeah, past him there are a couple more street performers. There's like a guy doing magic. There's you can see a bard that's like playing a lute. Right? A lute, that's the I don't know.
Yes.
Oh yeah. An instrument, yeah.
Something like that. But as you get closer and closer to the gigantic gate at the end of the Bloomway, you can see two guards on either side, and one guard who is off to the right. I write with this hand. Off to the right seems to be having a conversation with a younger dwarf, a young red-headed dwarf.
That's not what's her face, is it?
No.
Juno. That's
Juno
her
is a halfling.
Okay.
Juno's a fucking hobbit,
Yes.
okay? Not a
Yeah.
dwarf.
I couldn't remember. The session was a while ago.
Uh-huh. The session was less than 7 days ago.
What has happened in 7 days, okay? Okay.
Okay.
Door. Got it. I guess we're all walking up to this guard, assuming this guard is gatekeeping the bridge.
As you get closer, you can see that this dwarf is holding a piece of paper in his hand, and he says, "Look, I have my permit. I've been accepted into the culinary academy, and I need to be able to go to school. You need to let me in." And the guard who is standing up straight, has his arm crossed. It shakes his head. We're not letting anybody in with permits right now. We've had too many forgeries enter the city without permission.
He wasn't the redheaded dwarf man wasn't one of the ones that we saw participating in the thing.
No, he was not participating, but you remember seeing he was one of the people that brought out the baking goods after the final was over.
Okay. I guess. God, what is my charisma? Not good. I should not be the one talking. But I guess I could.
Did Keithan overhear the dwarf individual say their name?
No, he does not mention his name.
Keithan will go ahead and approach.
I'll
Okay.
follow Keithan as like backup.
Okay.
Yes.
So as you guys approach, they're still arguing, and the dwarf is just like, I don't have that kind of money. I'm a student. And the guy said, look, too many people are forging permits that look just like this.
Keithan looks to the dwarf and says, Michael? I don't know, or like something just like, yeah, just Michael. And puts their hand on their shoulder. It's like, oh, Michael, you are waiting for us. Are you ready to go inside?
The guys, the dwarf looks at you like a little bewildered, and is like, and he looks at the guard, who raises an eyebrow, and
Michael's very forgetful. He's supposed to be helping make some food for Juno or whatnot. Weird taste.
I'm having a dilemma here, because on the one hand I love this, but on the other hand, the guard holds up the permit that the dwarf had given him that has the name Ben on it.
Saw that coming.
And says, so it is a forgery. And this dwarf is like, no, I promise not.
No.
He's like, no, it's not. I promise it's not. No, I don't know who these people are.
Ben, Michael, it's the same shit. Like, it's you put some letters together. Michael's his middle name. Does it, like, when Keithan saw the flyer, does it have a middle name in there, or does it just have a first and a last?
It just has a first and a last name on it.
Yeah. He goes by Ben, on legal documents, his middle name is Michael. Nobody likes the name Ben.
Give
it's
me
too
a
short.
deception check on that. You have to give me, and it's gotta be good. You have to give me a great fucking deception check right here.
Gonna
We'll
keep
see
it.
what shit happens.
Come
I
on,
don't know what my
Keithan.
deception is.
Are we close enough to hear this, or are we a
Ooh,
little
I
way
got
back?
19.
Well, yeah. You can decide. Did you guys approach with Keithan?
21.
I
Take that.
followed
21.
Keithan.
Yeah.
You got a 21.
I got a
Yes.
21.
Alright. Okay, so Ben is looking at you like, these are my friends, he says. And the, you know what, I have to... No, you got a 21. You got a 21. He said, so the guard is just like, okay, so, you're with him. Do you have permits, or do you plan on paying your way into the city?
I will hold up the emblem because I have the emblem.
Okay, perfect. So,
Juno is waiting on us, sir.
Yeah.
And then I'll put the emblem back in my pocket.
Ben and Michael was supposed to be cooking some food. You're just dragging your heels.
I'm with them, he says.
Ben Michael.
And he's just like, my name is Ben Michael Greyheart, and I am with them. And the guard like tilts his head and is just like, that was an emblem of House Gwent?
Yes.
Wait, let me see.
Yep.
So,
but I'm watching him carefully to make sure he doesn't
Okay.
fuck it up or pocket it.
yeah, no, he takes a very close look at it, and finally, all right, fine. But if you guys cause any trouble, I'm watching you.
We'll be with Juno. So, okay.
Okay.
Back in my pocket.
And the guard lets out a habada, and the gate starts opening.
Can you do that again?
I was honestly, if you want to know what happened right there, is I was looking at information while I was distracted, and that's what happens. I don't say words. I say habada. And the gate opens.
Woo!
And Ben heaves a sigh of relief as you guys, I assume, walk through the threshold to Gandurren City. So, on the inside, so immediately you guys are met with this line of stalls, and there are about 8 stalls, each with their own things.
Now, are these stalls like, so my brain is imagination. The stalls, are they lining the bridge, or is there like a small area before we get to the bridge?
No, you guys have crossed the bridge already.
Oh, we've already gone across the bridge.
Yeah, the gate is at the end of the bridge.
Oh.
And so you guys are now inside Gandurren City proper. And there seems to be like a standing marketplace.
Keithan looks over to Ben. Is he still walking with us? Yeah.
Yes. Ben walks forward with you guys, and as soon as that guard is out of earshot, he's just like, oh man, thank you so much for the help. I don't know if I would have been able to get him without it. Also, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible liar. So like I try to be as as self-aware as possible, and lying is not a thing I do very often, you know, or at least I try not to as a servant of Gondor.
Are you really going to the school for the food?
Yeah. Yeah, no, so yes, I finished I finished my baking classes and in Bayberry, and I
So you do
received
like pastries or like what kind of things do you make?
well,
Just curious. Yeah, food wise.
he's like, well, I mean, right now mostly baking is what I know how to do. You see, you guys seem like newcomers, even though you have an emblem from one of the four houses. Um, but basically,
Get around.
how it works is the church owns the culinary academy. The Church of Gondor here owns it, and in order to prerequisites to get into the culinary academy is to start at their baking school in Bayberry, where you learn how to become a cleric of Gondor. And if you make high enough marks, you get to go to the culinary academy.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Actually, I was the only one that was accepted this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't I
It's pretty
see
exciting.
you at the little they just had in?
Yeah. Oh, the final. Yes. So
I thought
yeah.
I recognized you.
Yeah, so yes, there's usually a potluck that we kind of, or there's usually a feast that we kind of put together after the culinary final, and and I just wanted to help out because well, you see, normally normally most of the cooking would be done at the dry jester, but you know, unfortunately that wasn't really possible this year for obvious reasons. So
Right.
Yeah, we saw that.
a lot of all the food had to be cooked at the baking school, and walked to the tavern. So I decided to help out with that
Been
this
in
year.
this town long or?
Yeah, I actually I grew up in Bayberry, actually.
Okay. Have you seen any shady individuals with cloaks trying to sell things lately? Just new faces? I don't know how frequently you get travelers.
Well, Gandurren is a pretty big tourist destination, or at least for
Salespeople?
I'm sorry.
For salespeople?
Well, especially salespeople. He gestures towards all the market stalls that you guys are surrounded by.
I want to check out some of the stalls whenever I get a second.
Yeah. There are about 8 stalls. You see one that seems to have general items. You see one with like packs and kits. You see one that just seems to have just magical items. One with rods, wands, and staves. One that seems to have just armor. One that seems to have just weapons. One that seems to have like rings and wands. And then one with just scrolls.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
I
Wow,
want it.
have
Whenever you
money.
guys are finished with your conversation, I'm gonna take a closer look.
I'm a little money, not much.
He
A little money.
so Ben says, well, I mean, it might be, if you want, you could probably talk to some of the vendors around here and see if are you looking for someone? Like, what kind of person are you looking for?
An individual possibly selling or getting rid of potentially magical artifacts.
Artifacts? Well, magical artifacts, then you might want to ask, he points to a gigantic clock tower that seems to be at the end of the stalls. That's the wizard's tower. They might be able to help you there.
All right. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, no problem. If you want, well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do here. If you want, I can take you to the Culinary Academy and try to make you guys a meal if you haven't already had your
Yeah,
fill.
that sounds like great payment.
Food sounds excellent.
I perk up from like however many feet away I am. Like, wow.
We are a food-oriented team.
Yeah, you guys
We
are fucking
are.
food motivated.
Sam, pay attention.
Fuck.
You might learn something.
Tam makes a
Sam
face.
is not gonna
Keith-
like us. We're giving him shit about ghosts, and now his cooking.
Keithan just plays fast and loose with everybody's names.
Names aren't important.
They're gonna be calling me like Finley or something.
Fucking apparently. So yeah, of course, Ben says, and will lead you out of the marketplace and to and closer to the and down the coast of the island.
Beyond, don't worry, we gotta go get our money. We'll be back. You'll have more money.
All right.
It's okay.
We could ask them. We should ask them as well. I mean, I do want to shop, but we should ask them as well if they've seen anyone selling artifacts. But
Yes.
I am hungry. But
and
Fion's
we need to
stomach
pick up our money and horses.
growls.
You know. Don't you
Right.
guys want Maggie and Mud?
I do. Bertrand. All right.
Sorry,
Yes, let's go.
Bertrand.
Let's go.
I forgot.
His name is Bertrand, and Ben just like looks at you guys and is like,
We play a little fast and loose with names around here. It's fine.
it's
off we
alright. By
go.
the way, my name isn't Michael. I know that's a lie
Michael.
you guys make up, but I just want to.
Michael's a good name.
Sure, it's a great name, but it's not mine. My name's Ben.
It's nice to meet you, Ben. I'm
Nice
Fionn.
to meet you. Fionn, hi, Fionn, and the rest of you are. Tam says, "Hi, I'm Tam." And he says, "Hi, Tam," and gives Tam like a little handshake.
General.
Hi,
Gnarl.
General.
Keith.
Gnarl. And Keithan, he shakes all your hands and nods gratefully. Well, if you follow me, we'll get to the academy, and you guys kind of follow the coast of the city.
I'm
And-
staring at the coast, just the water line, because it's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
I love that.
It is absolutely beautiful, especially at sunset. It's romantic as
Ooh.
fuck.
Also, just still staring at it.
Yeah, I'm staring at it too.
And as
Just
you
pretty.
guys follow the coast, eventually you come to a harbor. You see several large ships docked at this harbor, and you also pass several restaurants. With one specifically with like a line out the door. This one, the one with the line out the door, it looks kind of like oddly closed off compared to the others, and there's just like a very fancy painted sign that says I have to remember how to say this properly.
You got it.
L'enigme. It's French for enigma.
The Enigma.
Yeah.
Does it smell like anything? Keithan's kind of just like sniffing the air to see if it seems like enticing.
Yeah, it smells like delicious food. Very different kinds. Well, like, honestly, give me a perception check, actually. I'm sorry. I cannot hear you. 5? Okay. So in there it's a jumble of smells because these are a whole bunch of like very fancy restaurants crammed together, but it's almost kind of a sensory overload of smells. But as you pass these lines of restaurants, all of which look very fancy and very delicious, you finally come to a large like sandstone building with a gate in front of it, the there isn't a guard in front of this, but the gate opens easily. It doesn't have a lock on it or anything, and Ben will lead you guys inside.
Oh, exciting.
I've never been to a culinary school.
Yeah.
This school, right, it's, wow, I actually haven't been here before. I didn't expect it to be so fancy, but I guess that's what they get for being so exclusive, huh?
Right? You've earned it?
Oh, God, I'm not sure about that. I just got lucky, you know? He says, and, I think, he pulls out a map and, like, tries to, look it over, and is like, okay, it says the Great Hall is this way.
Is it like a campus map?
Yes.
Oh, I love it. He got the packet.
Yeah,
He got the big envelope.
He's got, like, a little folder. I was supposed to be here earlier. There was an orientation I missed because of all the, because I was trying to help out earlier. But, eventually he leads you to this great hall where there's just, huge, benches, with a freestanding kitchen, at one end. Think Hogwarts Great Hall, except instead of the staff bench, that is all kitchen.
Wizard school time. Just saying.
Ethan takes a seat in one of the chairs.
Sit and relax, and is there anything you guys want specifically?
Something delicious?
Yeah, I can do delicious.
Whatever.
Going.
Right? Whatever you think your specialty is?
Yeah.
Ooh, specialty.
Yeah.
Sweet pastries, or crickets, or meat, or, I don't know, meat pie. I don't
Cricket pies, meat crickets, cricket meat.
Good protein.
I will say probably, as of right now, because I went to school for it, my specialty is baking. But
I will take it.
I think let's do some meat pies. It's a happy middle, huh?
That sounds fantastic.
Okay, and he will go off, and you can see him bustling around. Sorry, the stupid headphones make my head hurt.
Oh,
I feel that.
Yeah.
So he'll start busying himself in the kitchen, and as he's doing this, eventually you guys somebody enters, because of course they do. You guys are just hanging out in the middle of a great hall.
Right. I think we stumbled into the right place here.
Mhm.
I think we met the right person. Thank you, Keithan.
Yeah, no problem. Whatever food we get out of this is great.
I know. I'm excited.
I guess while he's like cooking, I could ask Ben what places there are to stay. Ben? Michael?
Oh, Ben?
Michael,
Yeah,
Ben?
Ben.
Did he go off, or are we
Ben.
still around him?
If you guys kind of shout, there's like a lot, like he's using the kitchen that's at the end of the Great Hall.
Yeah.
But if you guys shout,
I'll walk over there and I'll just be like, hey, so places to stay, do you know of any? On the cheaper end? While you're cooking, while you're busy, can I cook something for you? I'm not good at it, but...
No. Actually, it's probably better if you stay out. But he does stop for a moment and take out a flyer that was in his folder, and that says places of interest in Gandurren City, and
they
hands
have
it to you.
flyers here?
Well,
Okay.
yes. Most of the students aren't from Gandurren City.
Aren't
here
you
at the
gonna want this
academy.
back?
No, I don't think so.
You
I
sure?
can't really afford to go to most of these places, so you can just keep that. It's fine.
Okay.
So,
All right. And I guess I'll just leave him be and I'll go look over this flyer also while this random person's walking into the hall.
Well, it's not a random person. Well, I guess maybe random to you. In from outside. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't speak. Is a dragonborn, with deep red scales, and a very straight way of walking, very correct posture. She looks over all of you and tilts her head in confusion. May I help you? She asks, or do you have business here?
We're
Good
waiting for our
evening.
pies.
Good evening. We just we were brought in by one of your new students, and just we're waiting for a bit of dinner.
At this point, Ben will kind of turn around and like go, hi, they're with me. They just, I was having some trouble getting into the city, and they helped me out. So I thought the best, I thought the least I could do was give them dinner. And the Dragonborn woman will look over each of you and slowly nod.
I'll stand up and put out a hand. Fionn Shepherd, it's a pleasure to meet you. Sorry to intrude.
Oh, she'll delicately take your hand and shake it and nod. It is very nice to meet you, Miss Fionn, Miss Shepherd. I am Grenda Sarfa. I am the matron of the church here and the headmaster of this academy.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
It is,
thank you, Miss Sarfok.
of course. Well, I haven't given you anything yet. Yes, staying for a meal is quite fine, especially if you've helped one of our students. It seems as though it has suddenly become much more difficult to enter the city as it once was. And
yes, he had his papers and they weren't letting him in.
yes, you didn't hear this from me, but I think it is likely because of an upstart guild that is trying to make their way into Gandurren society.
What kind of guild?
Right.
Oh, a writers' guild, I believe.
Writer?
Yep. Yes.
Can't trust a writer. Sorry.
Why won't you guys let them in if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I have no problem myself with a writers' guild. Uh-oh. We lost somebody. We will move ahead. I myself have no problem with the writers' guild. It is the other houses that may not like those of all types coming into the city.
It seems like the families here have been long established, so I can understand that.
Yes, it's true. Well, House Lornth has only become established within the last 5 years. But
oh, really?
Yes.
I see.
We're
We're with visiting House Gwent ourselves. So.
Yes, House Gwent. They're very talented creators of magical items.
Right.
Well, I will leave you to it then. Enjoy your food here, and if you need of any help getting around the city or anything, we have many students that are very helpful.
Thank you, Miss Sarfok. We may take you up on that. We'll discuss it. Thank you.
Of course.
I'll sit back down.
She'll
I've been
give you
standing
guys
the whole time, like, politely.
She'll give you guys a polite curtsy before turning and leaving. And you were looking at that flyer, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So there are a number of locations of interests in there. And they do list for your family, it says under big letters. Places to stay for your family if your family comes to visit. There are 3 different places for you to choose from to stay. There, first being the Summer Dawn Hotel, which is 10 gold a night. It is the nicest of places to stay there. It's like, that's, they boast their having entertained royalty, various celebrities that you may have heard. And then there's also the Glorious Courtyard, which seems to be a mid-range place for about 7 gold a night. And their thing is they boast the most beautiful like public garden in Gandurren City, which is why they call it the Glorious Courtyard. And then lastly, the most homey option, it says, is the Ironclad Adventurer Tavern Inn.
Ironclad. Okay.
That might be more our speed.
Yep, and they are 5 gold a night. It says, for those of you wanting a more familiar experience. Yes.
That sounds like it might work for us.
Yeah. Food, place to stay, all wrapped in one.
Right?
I mean,
Does it say,
I'm not opposed to sleeping in the woods, but
I normally would agree. I just wonder about our chances for getting in and out of the city multiple times. I feel like as long as we're here, we should probably stay in here.
I'm
Yeah.
sure Keithan would appreciate a warm bed to sleep in.
I mean, I'll always take a bed.
Tam is like, oh, I've never stayed in like a fancy tavern inn before. Are we gonna? Can we stay in one of them, please?
Sure. I'm happy to treat you, Tam.
Thank you. This kid is stoked.
Oh, I love him.
You get to sleep in the same room as him.
Me? Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I like the sound of the one with the gardens myself, but well, we should probably stick together.
Also in
I mean,
the
garden's fancy.
also there in the flyer, it gives you a couple of locations. It tells you about sorry, I did not compile my notes in organized matter.
It's okay.
That-
We're
this
asking
is-
you 5 gajillion things.
Yeah,
Out of order.
this is great information, all of it. So
It also gives you several stores that people frequent a lot. For instance, there's Leaf It to Me, the bookstore, where you can find all of the finest books in the world, and also various magical supplies, like parchment, magic inks, things like that. There is also the Dragon's Blades, which is a blacksmith. There is also the Lavender Parlor, which is a tea and potion shop. That is very popular for visitors.
the
And then-
lavender parlor.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm all about that life. Okay.
And then there was one more, I believe. Or no, there were a couple more. I just have to fucking find them in my gosh dang.
Oh, I want to go to the lavender parlor.
Okay, and then there we go.
I stole some chamomile tea from Grandmother Otha, but I could use a few other flavors.
Then there is also the
She
flowing.
deserved it.
She did, absolutely. Normally, I wouldn't do such a thing.
There is Gaff's Sweets and Sugars, which is a very popular candy shop. And there's also Elder Tribute Enchantments.
Ooh. Okay.
And lastly, the Flowing Door clothing store. They also advertise the Wizard's Tower that boasts a transportation circle. For those with enough coin, you can transport yourself to any other
Ooh.
satellite campus of the Wizards College in Vestenholt.
Ooh. That's the flowing door?
No,
No,
it's
the Wizard's Tower.
Oh, that's a separate thing from
Yeah, the flowing door is a clothing store.
Okay, sorry. I my connection cut out for a sec, so I didn't
no
hear
problem.
the middle part. Okay. Wizard's Tower.
Yeah.
That's where it's a clock tower, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. I wonder how much, well, I don't know how to use it anyway, but it sounds useful.
Eventually,
That's a pretty penny.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, Ben will return with several pies, one for each of you. I made them with lamb. I hope that's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
I'm super excited.
Fion would be like against eating lamb for some reason.
Oh, I've had plenty of lamb in my time. I mean, when you look after sheep, you inevitably eat them as well. They're quite tasty.
Yeah, as you guys eat, Tam is like, "Thank you," and starts shoving his face. And it is fucking delicious. Like the crust is flaky and buttery, and the meat inside is like there's so much fucking gravy and vegetables and just ground lamb, and it's just fucking delicious. Everybody take 5 temporary hit points.
Hey!
Hey!
5 temporary. I don't
usually
like it though when the DM gives us temporary points. It means trouble, but
Oh my gosh, exciting. I get more and more. Fionn gets actually visibly sadder the more she eats and the more delicious it is because, well, I won't tell you why, but she gets visibly sad.
Oh
no.
Are you okay, Fionn?
Into her pie. It just tastes like home, that's all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, and Ben will be like, I can make you another one that you can... No, you have not had a long rest, by the way. Not yet. But, you know, I can make you another one that you can keep and eat later if you're feeling homesick.
Yeah. She's like trying not to cry.
Yeah, Ben
Yeah,
will...
we'll take more pies if you're asking more.
Ben will be like, well, I'm not exactly
delicious.
sure. I'm not exactly sure how long they'll keep, but yeah, I'll make more. He'll say hesitantly and go back into the kitchen.
Oh, thank you, Ben.
No problem. That's the least I can do. If anybody wants to make a religion or history check, they may.
Well, I'm not bad on either of those.
Sure, why not?
I got a 19.
A 19 which one?
15 for religion for Keithan.
Okay, 15 religion.
17 for religion.
Oh, I guess I could go history. History is a 19.
Okay. So, for you religion havers, you guys will recognize, like, the reason why you feel so good from eating your food is, like, those who have devoted their lives to Gandurren, and especially those who have gone to the culinary academies here in Gandurren City, they're known for their cooking skills, and basically all of you learn with your checks that food made by clerics of Gondor will give you temporary hit points when you eat it.
They said they were clerics.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier, the clerics. I was like, clerics are the cooks here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes, and also the U2 religion kids. I'll give you some background on that, which is basically so long time ago. Gondor, is the god of the binary between reality and fantasy, and the true and it is believed that the true intersection between reality and fantasy is art. Because you create something in your mind and it is a fantasy and you make it into reality in whatever way you can. And initially, when before the godlike siblings began to fight each other, Gondor mostly presided over food. He loved baked goods specifically. He and that's kind of yes, he was known for teaching his dwarves, the race he was the patron god of, how to create the best foods. And that's why they were so hardy, because they just ate this food that just nourished their bodies in such a way that made them very hardy people. But as the war broke out, he kind of moved away from food and started focusing more on metallurgy. And that is also why dwarves tend to be better blacksmiths, is because, like, through a lot of older families that claim to have learned metal and blacksmithing straight from Gondor himself. So, and it seems like Gandurren specifically seems to more subscribe to Gondor 1.0 and his love for food.
Cool.
Would I be able to possibly, maybe in the future, remember how this tastes and recreate it later on in our journeys?
I can say you will be able to recreate something similar, but in order to create food that will give you the temporary hit points, you have to be a cleric of Gondor.
No, that's fine. I'm mostly just being the tastiness of this.
Oh yes, you can definitely do that.
Okay.
Oh, how to make Theon happy / sad in 25 minutes.
So Gnarl is currently enjoying this food.
Very much so. And as I'm taking each bite, I'm trying to memorize this taste.
Start writing notes down in your notebook.
Yeah, found Gnarl's hidden passion: meat pies.
What's not to like?
Gnarl's new last name, love it.
Yeah, eventually he will come back with a couple of pies that are like neatly kind of tied up in sacks. And he's like,
nice presentation.
He like hands up. I don't. They're probably, unless if you guys stay in a place with like some kind of ice box, these probably won't keep for very long. So I recommend eating them maybe tomorrow morning at the latest.
Okay. This
Perfect.
is amazing. So thank you.
Thanks.
Of course. He eventually he sits down. I heard Headmaster Sarfok talking to you about the Writers Guild.
Yeah. Apparently it's a guild that's trying to get into the city.
Yeah. Yes. I actually know a couple of people. They teach people to read out down at the library in Bayberry.
The Writers Guild does.
Yes. Well, it's one of. When I was younger, I thought I might want to try and start a guild in Gandurren City. A lot of people have that kind of passing thought over in Bayberry and Lillypen, but before they find out what really goes into it. But that's one of the requirements in order to become a guild recognized by the council, in Gandurren City is you have to provide a public service. The church provides food for the needy every day. The
Oh.
House Gwent and House Lornth. No, not House Lornth. House Gwent and House Olgar. They share city security. And then House Aveline provides clothing, and I actually can't remember what House Lornth does. They're newer. I think.
Right, they've only been around for 5 years, she said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're pretty new. They do art, or art. They're at least that's what they're known for. They're known for paintings and stuff like that. I think what they do is they provide art supplies for people that want to learn how to paint.
It seems like a very generous sort of people, or generous sort of city.
Well, I guess I suppose. But if you only, well, I guess, yeah. I think, honestly, it seems to me that the church is the one that made this a requirement. I don't think they'd be doing it if they didn't have to.
I find it strange that the council doesn't want people to read.
That's not the problem. The problem isn't the good that or at least what people are saying. Sorry. At least what people are saying is it's not that they're providing a good service, because they're not an official guild yet. It's just one of the requirements for becoming a recognized guild.
Yeah.
In order to become a recognized guild, you have to have a guild house within the walls of Gandurren City.
Yeah, but if this guild wants to provide a public service, which is helping people learn how to read, but they won't let the guild in, I feel like there's some sort of weird disconnect there.
I think...
Well, it sounds like the service maybe is actually secondary to what the guild's desires might be, and that's sort of a means of getting what they want. So, I don't know, we might not know enough.
Well,
Very
okay,
true.
think about it this way. He kind of looks around. So, House Lornth, I said paintings, but really they're more of a textiles guild. Or no, actually, House Aveline. They mostly provide clothing, but they're a textiles guild. AKA, they have all the... they own everybody that does paper crafts, like writers, journalists, poets. If a writers guild were to become recognized by the city, they might lose a lot of their members to a writers guild.
And their power.
Wouldn't it be easier just to make a partnership? Take them under your umbrella?
Yes, that would be easier, but if you haven't noticed, he kind of gestures in the direction of the gate. They're kind of all about exclusivity here.
Right.
I think it's long been said that people here in Gandurren City, they believe that exclusivity is what gives the things that are made here its value. And they don't like outsiders coming in because it dilutes what they have. At least that's what people think.
Misguided, but not uncommon.
Sounds stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Might do.
what they said.
I mean, I agree, but I guess also the city, you can't deny that the city isn't on the tourist map because, you know, just it's hard to get here. You know,
But it
because
doesn't
people
look so good when you're walking cities poor immediately, and then across the bridge, and then into this lavish city. That just isn't right.
I never said it was. The church, as far as I know, the church has been always all about opening the gate and trying to make the city free to get into, and it was up until about 20, 30 years ago. But it's when the guild started getting together. At least my dad told me it's when the guild houses started gaining power in the city council. That's when it started getting harder to get into the city.
We're chatting with Ben, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But then again, like everything I'm saying is just stuff that I've heard around town, stuff my dad told me. It could not be true. You guys have actually met Juno Gwent, so it could be something completely different. Maybe the Writers Guild are bad people. Who knows?
Oh, I mean, she had a bit of an air of exclusivity about her, I'd say.
Yeah.
So I'm not entirely surprised. Well, thank you for your hospitality and the pies. I
Of course.
haven't had something like this in a while.
It's absolutely no problem. Thank you for helping me get to where I need to go. I don't know what I would have done without it. If you guys need anything else, please let me know.
Yeah. Where can we find you? Just here?
Yeah. This is where I live now, I guess. It's pretty fancy, huh?
Yeah.
You've
Good
done
on
well.
you. This
Thank
is
you.
definitely worth it. You worked
Yep.
very hard.
Yep.
Thank you.
Believe
I
in
really
yourself.
appreciate that.
You'll go far.
You guys have a good night, okay? Be safe out there.
Yeah.
You as well. I suppose before we get into a full food coma, we should find some place to sleep.
Yeah. We need to go find Juno.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Should we do that first?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we come down
well,
along the coast. I guess we could ask Ben where Anise Harbor is.
You are inside Anise Harbor.
We are in it. Okay.
So, actually, and you remember from the map that she gave you that she is actually just to the west. The Gwent Guild House is very close by. It's actually kind of on your way.
Perfect.
Yeah. So you guys walk out and travel and follow the coast a little bit more before you find a gigantic like what looks like blacksmithing kind of place with a familiar coat of arms with a wrench on it.
Ooh.
And
I've saved some crumbs of my crust, and I'm going to give them to any rats I see along the way.
there are no rats.
Damn.
There
Seagulls?
are no fucking rats in this city. I'm sorry?
Seagulls?
Yeah, there's seagulls.
Great. I'll feed a couple seagulls.
Yeah. You will definitely hear a guard say, "Hey! Don't feed the seagulls." And he points to a sign that says, "Don't feed the animals."
That's just like completely baffling. Like I just like no comprehension of
Yeah, no,
why would you
Gandurren-
not feed the animals?
Yeah, Gandurren City is definitely one of those places that have like the tops of roofs and shit have those anti-bird spikes on them. Yeah.
Okay. Right. I feed my last piece to a seagull anyway and carry on.
See you do it again, I'm gonna fine you. Anyway, so you guys enter. It is hot in there. You can feel like a lot of heat from, blacksmithing stuff. There's molten metal, and then they put it into the water. There's steam. It's very humid in there. It's very uncomfortable. Even though you're in a front office kind of looking thing with a desk and and it seems and there's leather flaps behind the desk that seem to go into where the actual metalworking is done. And at the desk is Juno Gwent. And she sighs. She's like, "Ha! It took you long enough. Food's really good, huh?"
Yeah, met a culinary student, and he made us pies.
Oh, I bet those tasted just delicious, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I was supposed to go home 2 hours ago. Do you want your horses or not?
Yeah, we'd also like our 50 gold, and you can have your emblem.
Alright. Fine. She pulls out a small pouch and drops it in front of you guys. There's your 50 gold and emblem.
Here's your emblem.
Thank you. Your horses are around back. You can take them around the city, but I suggest paying for them to be stabled at one of the any tavern or hotel that you're staying in. Otherwise, they'll be confiscated.
Oh, confiscate our horses?
I mean, yeah, you can't just have random animals walking around the city at night.
Is there a curfew that we should know about?
No, it's just if they see a horse that's not like tied up near at a stall, they're gonna confiscate it.
If we're riding them?
Well, no, not if you're riding them.
Oh, all right.
No, that's stupid.
Well, I don't know. Okay.
Juno definitely gives you a look that she thinks you're kind of dumb.
That's fine.
She doesn't like us.
No.
Juno, is there more work to be done in your guild thing?
More work? Well, are you guys good detectives?
Actually,
Yeah.
pretty seasoned considering.
Yeah? Alright, well, we've got a forger problem on our hands. People, look, we don't
Poker
collect.
face.
I know. I managed to get it together.
Yeah.
I managed to.
Look, the city is, we don't collect taxes here. So what we do is we collect most of our money from visitors that come in.
Oh.
And because of this forger that's been going around, people have been coming in the city with fake permits, and we have lost a lot of money because of that. And if you can suss them out, yeah, I'll give you some money.
Great.
Is that why they're giving people such a hard time about entering?
Yes.
That
makes a lot more sense.
The people who are entering, though, is there a reason why they're not allowed in the city?
Oh, well, that's lost money for us. Or for the city. Sorry. And
Do all of your guild houses get a cut of the profits for whomever enters?
yes. A small percentage.
Inside check.
Yeah. Roll me an insight check.
Oh, I shouldn't be the person asking this.
Works for me.
I will assist you. Oh wait, I don't think I can with that. Never
No,
mind.
it's okay.
Well, I mean, yeah. How would you like?
Can I make my own insight check?
Yes, you may. Anybody can make an insight check.
I got a 19.
You got a 19.
19.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So you can tell that she is not telling the whole truth. And also there's probably something a little bit more beyond what she's saying. Like just taxes, something about that bugs you. With a 19.
There's a lot of people outside the city who look like they need some work. They need jobs. Is there a reason why maybe they're not allowed in the city?
a lot of people are unskilled. The things that we export from the city is impeccable. You can't just teach that to some people.
Yeah, you can, and then it takes practice to learn.
Yeah.
Like, to get good at it.
And some people, no matter how much you practice, they just are mediocre.
Well, then they switch shifts. Everyone's good at something.
That's true. That's true.
That sounds like a lot of wasted time.
That's how you get a prosperous society, and give them things to do and jobs, and they won't be living out in damn near a shanty town outside your big glorious city.
Juno looks at you and looks around and looks outside the window to Gandurren City. I don't know what you're talking about not prosperous, but
it is rather a bad look for anyone coming in.
Yeah.
And yet they'd
They have the ability to get in, right?
And yet our stuff still gets bought.
Right. Not your problem.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for the pay. You know, a minute ago, well, that's fine. Thank you for the pay, and we'll see what we might be able to do. I'm sort of like looking at the rest of the group, like, about the forgeries.
Yeah, let's call it 200 gold. If you can suss out the forger, bring him to justice, 200.
All right.
All right.
Oh. All right.
Go out and get the horses.
Yeah, the horses are tied up around behind the thing, and there's, you know, blacksmith shit happening. I don't know what happens in blacksmithing places. Yeah.
Blacksmith shit.
And also
actually.
also not only is there blacksmith stuff, but you can also see like people carving runes into already completed items.
Can I get a look? Oh, sorry.
It's alright, go ahead. I can
I
go
was
for
just
you.
Curious to know what they're making. Like, can I get a glance at what what kind of stuff they're putting the runes into?
Well, yeah, it's just armor, weapons.
Oh.
There's a couple of wands and rods in there.
When we are away from Juno, I'll look and see. I really hate that lady.
Yeah, I don't like her either.
Yeah, she
And
seems kind of
it's
mean.
a bunch of bull that they don't want to hire people outside, saying that they don't have skill. They're hiring us.
Yeah.
We're not from here.
We just coincidentally had a chance to prove ourselves, and that, yeah, it's quite unfair. Oh, sorry, I don't know if I'm there with you. Hello.
I'd be saying it in front of you guys. So.
Okay. Hello.
Definitely seems quite bitchy.
Yeah. Well, it's a job if we decide we need it. As long as we're going to be sticking around here and trying to find more about Mr. B. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what we end up
It makes
needing,
me
but
wonder if
200
Mr. B would
gold.
be able to get in, but
What was that, Keithan?
it just makes me wonder if Mr. B would be able to get in, because they're accepting people inside as long as they look clean and pay. Yes. Or are they just not letting anyone through unless they have like a signet?
I think the payment.
Yeah.
I don't know. My suspicion would be that he's got quite a lot of tactics at his disposal, so I wouldn't be surprised if he made it in. But we don't actually know that much about him.
Well, we can try. I think the Wizard's Tower is probably closed now, but we can try them tomorrow.
I'd like to go check out the marketplace as well, so
Sounds good.
on the morrow.
Okay. So, are you guys going to try and find a room for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we get 50 gold and we're splitting it? What's the...
Yeah. I
we-
sent it in our chat.
Oh, you did. Sorry.
Fionn, you
Yes.
get 13, and I get 13.
Yeah.
And Gnarl and Zenral get 12.
Nice.
Pretty used to not having cash, but you two probably could use the extra money.
Also,
Okay.
I am trusting y'all to keep track of your own money.
Yeah, have been.
Okay.
Happen. D&D.
Yeah.
Z, are you sure
D&D
that
Beyond.
Nara will have the full 12?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the full 12.
Okay.
Oh, right. The bookkeeper of the twins here.
I trust you a little.
Here's
It's been
5.
rough.
I'm
You
giving
got
the
the crap
rest
kicked
of
out of you
savings.
earlier. Here's your money. I may ask you later how much money you have and then decide how much you get later in the future.
Quite
Should we
fair.
head to the Ironclad Adventurer?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll pull open my pamphlet, my
Or it's a
flyer, whatever.
Tourists. Bunch
Yeah.
of tourists.
Yep, there's
And
a
just
there's
look
a
at it.
yep. The Ironclad Adventurer is on the other side of town. But
Right.
Okay.
We'll get a tour. We'll get a tour as we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
yeah, as
I'll
you
just say that the cheapest place, Ironclad Adventure, really don't want to stay at an expensive place. And who knows? Hole in the wall places are always my favorite for information. So
well,
That's
is it
true.
really a hole in the wall place if
I
it's
am-
in a flyer, a tourist flyer?
it's cheaper.
Right.
It's cheaper.
Well, we can keep our eyes out on the way there and see if
That's
anything
true.
else looks interesting. 5 gold isn't probably all the way to hole in the wall, but it's certainly better than 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or 7.
I guess I'll keep my eye out as we're walking that direction.
Mhm.
Potentially a
Yeah.
cheaper tavern.
So
I will too.
well, so as you guys are walking, you find a couple bars in taverns, but no tavern inns.
Okay.
But
Well, it's a bit of an upscale city, so
Yeah.
maybe this is the only option then. Well, we could get a drink, I suppose, or we could just head.
We can get a drink there.
All right.
Tam looks at you guys and is like, "Can we?"
You. I don't know.
You should just go to bed.
Oh. He holds his hand out. "May I have money?
For what?
I only have 2 gold."
I'm gonna buy you a room. We're gonna
Okay.
share.
Oh, okay. Well,
We're gonna go.
Well,
Be roommates.
you guys are gonna make me go to the place and get a room by myself.
What?
What?
I thought you guys
No.
were gonna go to a bar.
No, we're going to the
Oh,
tavern. It's
okay.
a tavern and an inn together. No, you're fine. We'll stick with you, Tam. We're not
Okay.
gonna lose you now.
Okay.
We've come this far together, right?
Yeah. Okay. I thought you guys were gonna leave me.
No, I promise we won't.
He's like, "Oh my god."
As long as you're useful, it's fine.
I elbow Keith in again. Sleight of elbow.
Okay, so you guys eventually find this tavern, and it actually looks kind of similarly built to the wide guild houses, which you kind of guess that's what they're going for. They're definitely going for like a very rustic, like, this is where you meet the adventurers kind of place.
Like Disneyland, like
Yeah,
with
no,
the fake mining. No.
Yeah, no, it looks like Gaston's Tavern in Disneyland. Like,
Field trip.
where I got this. We are not sponsored by Disney. Of fucking course
We are
we're not sponsored by fucking Disney.
Goals.
Yeah,
Goals.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to
Yeah.
join the Disney Empire.
Yeah, I was just about to say, not me.
But anyway, you guys go in, and there are you see there. It's definitely a bustling place, and you see several tavern wenches, and a lot of people dressed in very fancy clothes that look like they are just having a time, drinking from their big old mugs of fancy cider.
Uh-oh. Got Keithan's.
Keithan's just kind of looking around at people currently and seeing if there's anyone that seems like suspicious or of interest. or
Yeah,
Mm.
give me a
kind of
perception
what they're
check.
looking for.
Yeah, I'd like to keep an eye out as well for. I mean, we don't have much info on this Mr. B, but anybody that looks shifty.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah.
Is the bar out in the open?
Yeah, there's a bar.
I'm going straight to the bar and buying
I'm
myself the
following.
cheapest booze.
The
I'm
cheapest booze.
following.
Okay, the cheapest booze is they have soapy mead. It's called because there's a lot of foam. There's no like the barmaid like it's just like there's no soap in it. There's just a lot of foam. And that is 7 silver.
Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah, I'll buy one for me and Z, and I'll just kind of, as I'm taking a drink, keep a eye out for the other two.
Okay. What were your perception rolls?
19 for Keithan.
10. Ugh. So disappointed in myself.
Okay, so 19 and 10. So let's see. Who you can see, you don't see like most people there look like tourists that are having like a really good time, but actually you are surprised to see two people from the culinary final. Hilda Longspear and Len Gittlebrach, the dwarf and the gnome. They're sitting together, seeming to be having a drink with some okay looking food in front of them.
Dwarf and the gnome.
Mm-hmm.
Hilda, and what was the other name?
Len?
Hilda Longspear and Len Gittlebrach.
Did either one of them make the cricket dish?
No, that was Zagok Stormshaker. He was the orc.
Okay, I'll probably. I won't pay them much attention
Okay.
myself, but I'll go get a spot for the horses and get a room.
Okay. Yep. It is.
Keithan will follow.
It's a
Get
gold
one
per
for-
horse at the stable.
Right. Okay, no problem. And 2 rooms.
Okay.
I'll pay for those. All that.
Okay. Yep. And the 2 rooms. So
I think that's
3 gold.
13.
Yep. 13 gold
Oh.
altogether.
That's everything I just made. No problem. All
Wait,
right.
Did you cover my horse as well?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
If it's 13, so for 2 rooms
Mhm.
for 5 gold each, that's 10, and then we have 3 horses.
Perfect. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Got to look after our creatures, you know, Tam included.
Oh, I'm at the room.
I'm not a creature.
I mean,
Technically, you're a creature.
yeah.
Only according to the rules.
Rules of life. Welcome, child.
Tam is a human, right?
Yes, Tam's a
Think
human.
so.
We
Is he human?
look so weird.
Yeah,
I'm just
we're a
now
bunch of
realizing.
weirdos.
Yeah, no,
We
yeah.
are a weird group with a human child.
A bunch of creeps, funny colored creeps that have stolen a human
this
child.
is-
Oh,
Yeah, you
he's
guys
gonna be
look
sacrificed later.
You guys look.
We're gonna eat him later.
Yeah, no, you guys are exactly the kind of group people would assume would have stolen a child to sacrifice for later. Like,
Oh my god. We're gonna have to be nicer to him because he run off and tell people we kidnapped him and get us in jail.
oh, what has poor Tam done to
Nothing.
insinuate
He hasn't done
would-
anything.
yeah.
But later down the road, he is gonna go F all of you, and then he's gonna run up to the guard and go, "Oh, thank God!" You know, maybe I'm making up scenarios in my head. I'm concerned.
Yeah,
already.
it's great.
Once
you
he
know
wakes
what?
up and Keithan is seasoning him, then he'll
Oh boy,
Yeah,
Just like
Yes.
big, like lizard face, like with a pepper grinder.
I will say as Fionn,
licking the chops.
I was just
so-
gonna say licking the snout. Just
So Fionn, you were given some keys, and Tam is actually looking kind of tired.
Oh, sure.
So as you lead him upstairs to the rooms, you do get looks. They're like, what is that child doing with that demon woman?
I know. I'm used to it. I I'm just chatting. I'm just
nicest
chatting
looking
with
one
him.
out of all of us.
God, am I? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's
Yes.
saying something because I am creepy looking.
Yeah, no,
Well,
like
Keithan is pretty to look at, so
Keithan is
take
pretty
that
to
as
look
you
at.
will. Until
That's
they
true.
open their mouth, then it's whatever.
Oh man.
what are you
Yeah,
guys
I'm just
doing?
chatting with him. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah, no, you guys seem to be getting along just fine.
yeah,
That doesn't stop people from being like,
he's a good kid. Yeah, I genuinely am used to it, so I pay them no never mind.
Yeah, and we're also the kids who don't belong in this neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, you were definitely approached. Eventually, I will say, Gnarl, you were approached by a
I'm next to Gnarl. Just
yeah,
FYI.
a drunken looking human that is just like, hey, are you looking for an adventure?
Oh no, is this a bad pickup line?
Oh my god.
I'll give you an adventure.
What do they look like?
Okay, on a scale from 1 to 20, they are a 17.
Ooh.
They are
Just
good
a
looking.
drunk
This is a good
17.
yeah. This is a pretty good looking man, but he is also like his hair is disheveled. He was wearing a tie that's like loosened.
Get
I
it,
don't-
Gnarl.
I'm not sure you can handle me.
Oh, I can handle anything. He says, I'm so good. One time I took, I'm worldly. One time I took a carriage out to the desert.
How about
I've
you
s-
how about you go get a pitcher of water and you drink that entire pitcher and then you come talk to me. And no booze. You have to drink that entire pitcher of water first.
What?
Yeah.
That's the worst idea anyone has ever had. I thought adventurers are supposed to be down
Hey, man,
for anything.
You're too drunk to give me proper consent.
Ugh.
Go drink some water.
He's just like, oh God, this is the worst day. Just stumbles off. This is the worst. No one ever fucking. Ugh. He just kind of throws a tantrum as he goes back to the bar and definitely does not get a water.
That's fine.
Hydrate or bydrate.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Can you believe this?
I've been there, man, and it's not good. Go drink some water.
He does not order water. He grabs what looks like a fancy so he gets a clear mug with apple garnish on it, and there's some cinnamon sticks in it. That's their apple cinnamon mead or apple cinnamon cider. That is hard cider. That's their
really
specialty
baller.
here.
IRL
You can this place looks like it's built like a tavern that you'd see in any place, but there are little differences here and there. All of the drinks are really fancy looking. It smells really fruity. There's garnish, and all the meals there look too picturesque.
How's this L? Is it any good?
The ale is 50% foam. Yeah. It's the foam itself tastes nice, but you're not getting drunk off of it.
I'll order us whatever the next step is.
Okay, so for 9 silver, you can get one of the ciders that guy got.
Okay.
Not
The
quite a
fruity
gold.
drink.
It's under a gold.
Got it.
Okay. Also, there are definitely some. Well, okay. So eventually, in the like, as you guys are chilling, eventually, like, all of the busty barmaids, there's like several busty barmaids of various races. Well, of various humanoid races. I'm gonna say. Um,
Mhm.
they each jump up on the bar and do the can. Like, it's a whole spectacle, and the crowd is into it.
Like Coyote Ugly.
Less Coyote Ugly, more Hooters.
Oh no.
Oh my god, so good.
Yeah, they like do they sing like a very bad rendition of like a common bard song, and then like lift their skirts up a little bit and do a shimmy. And yeah, the patrons are fucking into it. They are all about whatever's happening right here. And yeah. What would you guys what are you guys doing? What are you doing right now? Are you just eating or just having some shitty alcohol, or
People watching shitty booze. I guess I'd kind of be watching Hilda and
Hilda and Len?
Len.
Yeah,
Just watching them a little bit because they're the only people I really recognize.
yeah,
But people watching mostly.
So Hilda and Len, they seem pretty engrossed in each other. But like at the big tavern spectacle dance thing, like they definitely laugh at it. Like they think it's fucking hilarious. Like, do you want to get close enough to like listen to what they're saying, or
Yeah.
okay?
But, like,
Okay,
Ethan will also approach with a cider.
Why don't you guys give me perception checks?
$14.
14.
And you said it was 9 silver for the cider?
Yeah. Too much is the
Oh,
answer.
should I have done 18 silver instead of 9? I thought 9 was less.
No, 9 silver for one drink.
Okay. God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay, and
they're too expensive to get. Like, that's why. No.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, what were your perception checks one more time? We got a 14 from Keith and
8.
Sorry, my partner was talking to me. I got a mod 20.
okay. So, what you can hear is you kind of get the impression that they might be on a date. Like, like they're laughing and like Len, you hear Len and he's like, I promise I come here because I think the dancing is hilarious and not sexy, okay? Like, he's like a little tipsy.
Oh.
I promise. And you know what? I just like, I came from a small town, and I just this is the closest you can find ever since that tavern blew up. This is the closest thing you can find to anything even remotely gnomish, Everything else is just so, I get that I go to a culinary academy, but sometimes I just want some greasy shit food, okay? And it's just so hard to find here. And Hilda's just like, I know, buddy, I know. And he's and Hilda's like, I know, I miss it too. It's like sometimes I just really wish I could have a stew that's just more grease than actual broth, And he's like, thank you. I want hunks of meat the size of my fist,
She is not having a good time.
No, Hilda seems to be fine. She is. She finds it. The look on her face. You can tell she finds it kind of endearing, and like you guys get the distinct impression that Len was nervous and got a little too drunk, and Hilda thinks it's the cutest shit.
You just kind of like nudge Gnarl. I'm like, you see this? Can you hear this? Like, what kind of date they're on?
It's cute, I guess.
Also at that point, you guys hear like a very strong voice go, "Do it again! Do it again!" And
Is this
you
the
see,
same dude?
no, it's absolutely not. It's another dwarf man. He's got this weirdly blonde hair, this huge beard and braids, and his hair is kind of short and odd and like weirdly modernly cut. Um, and someone says, "Shut the fuck up, Dowrbrook."
Oh, his name's Starbrook.
Yeah, and he's like, "Just one more time," and they're like, "No, it's once an hour."
These poor people are so starved of like real entertainment and real food. Like,
They really are.
I will say, eventually,
Gnarl, you want to start a fight? Real entertainment?
Oh man.
yeah, we could. Oh,
We totally could. But I don't want to get kicked out. We got room. Peon paid for room.
God damn it, you guys, we talked about this.
I know. I'm like, we're gonna get a really salty DM.
Swear to fucking God. I mean, do
I
whatever
said
your
we'll
character's
pipe
trying
up
to
at
do,
the
but fucking...
suggestion. We probably shouldn't because we'll have to do some work and look for Mr. B tomorrow, and
Yeah,
it'll be easier with both of you. But
you're
if
right.
you plan on fighting, I'm gonna go upstairs and you can deal with the consequences. I'll find you in a couple days.
You're so practical. Thank you, Ethan.
So, so what you guys can see is eventually, this dwarf, his face is red. He is gone. And, there's another dwarf with him that seems more clean shaven, a little bit younger, not much. That's like kind of like escorting him over to the barn and is just like, "I'm gonna get you some water, okay?" And just kind of like touches his shoulder and he's like, "Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can get me some water." And like he like bumps into your table, like your table like shakes as this drunk dude just like bumps into it, and he like leans his arm heavily and looks at the other dwarf that is approaching the bar and is just like, "That boy has an ass that will not quit. I'm gonna fucking marry him. I love him so much." And like his voice kind of cracks when he says that.
insight check. Does he mean it?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Oh no.
You got it. Come on now.
14?
He is 100% sincere.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he's
Is
just
he
like,
still leaning on our table?
yeah, no,
saying
he's
that?
like talking to you guys.
Oh, okay.
Like
Heavy
he's like talking to you guys as he's watching this other dwarf like try to flag down the barmaid to get some water.
Have you talked to him?
What?
Sure.
Yeah, we've known each other for like 50 years, and I love that boy the first second I saw him, you know? And he just like 2 years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, he let me take him out. And
This is not gnarled. I'm sorry.
Oh.
and now he's just I knew the second I saw him, I said, "He's got an ass that won't quit, and I'm gonna marry him. I'm gonna
Have
do
you
it."
asked him?
To marry me? No, not yet. He's gotta finish his apprenticeship first.
Apprenticeship where?
No, with my brother. He's my brother's apprentice with Wendon. Do you know who I am? Most people know who I am. I don't recognize you. Oh,
yeah,
me?
we're new.
Oh, I'm Darbak Olgar. And we're, the fancy houses, there's like 4 of them. There's houses, 4 of them, and we do swords and shit.
Wait, what family is that? The
Olgar.
Orange family?
No, Olgar.
Olgar. Why do I? Okay.
They do security with Gwent, right? Because they do.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I've got, at least in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I have so many. Weird. Okay. Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
well, hello.
He's an apprentice with my big brother, and we gotta wait until he's done with the apprenticeship. Then, I'm gonna whisk him off his fucking feet.
No.
You could always ask him now and do the deed after as like
Yeah,
a party thing.
there you go.
I love parties.
Yeah, it could be a celebration of him no longer being an apprentice, and you guys could get married. But if you ask him now, he'll already know it's something for him to look forward to.
You think I should ask him now? Like right now? I should go up to him and I should.
You might want to wait until you're a little bit more sober.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. But but what if he says no?
You guys have been dating for 2 years, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Things are going real good.
Yeah, he I make him laugh and he takes care of me.
Then you should be all right. Just tell him how you feel, and I think it'll be all right.
I think, and at that point, the other dwarf, he's dark haired, clean shaven. Will give you guys kind of a charming smile. He'll say, "Sorry about this guy. He tells me how he feels every day. You don't need to encourage him."
Okay. So this isn't something new to you.
The professions of love, no. No, he like his cheeks turn a little pink, and he's like, "This stupid asshole's been telling me he loves me for fucking the 80 years it feels like."
He's just at 50, but
Well, okay, 50 is probably more accurate. I don't know. It just feels forever. And then like Darbrook like wraps his hands around him and is like, I love you, Lauren Hornsmeade. I'm gonna be with you forever." And he's like, yeah, whatever. Come on, let's stop bothering these people. He's like, well, I'm gonna be with him forever. You are my fucking words.
repeat that.
I'm gonna be with him forever, and he shouts
perfect.
and the other dwarf, Lauren, Loren, he shoots you a look before with one mug of water or like a pitcher of water in his hand, shuffles him away from the table.
Good luck.
Does it look like Lauren actually reciprocates these feelings too?
Give me an insight check.
I'm so invested in their relationship.
I knew you guys
Secretly,
would be.
Gnarl and Zenral are like romantics. Trying to hook people up.
Oh man, 13.
13. It's more of a gut feeling than anything that actually happened, but inside your gut you can tell he's like, this guy, yeah, he loves me. He's cute as
Oh.
This cute motherfucker. This drunk, goddamn. You can tell him he loves him too.
Cute. Awesome. Okay. They in love.
They in love. They definitely in love.
Oh.
At this point, the bar is kind of starting to wind down. It's starting to get close to closing time.
Oh my god, I was gonna do the same thing.
Sorry.
God damn it.
Stop it.
God
Stop
damn it.
it.
No.
Stop it.
I am banning that goddamn song from this campaign. No closing time. The bar is getting ready to close. But
So
you're
we
not
have
allowed
go
to do that.
No problem.
Alright.
Sorry, DM.
I guess.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else lingering by the bar? I kind of want to wait until I see more people disperse.
Okay, well, yeah, like, at this point, most of the people are gone, except for, it seems like a lot of people that have been staying, because, like, they're like, I can leave whenever I want, I'm just going upstairs,
Con lobby hotel.
yeah, so at this point, there's maybe, like, 5 people left, two of which are, Lauren and Darrowbrock. He was like, no, I don't want to go yet. I'm not ready. And Lauren's like, come on, dude. We gotta get up early in the morning. It's late. And he's like, what? No, it's only you gotta get up in the morning. I don't gotta get up. I don't gotta get up. I don't gotta do nothing.
All these couples. Drunk as a skunk.
And, yeah, and you would have seen Hilda and Len. They kind of left supporting each other like a couple hours after. And
Is it like Valentine's Day or something?
no, bars are where people go to find people. The bars are where you go to dates.
We're in the romantic bar, all right. The well-known
yeah.
couple establishment.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
The pheromones are in the air.
Oh my god, so good.
Okay,
Oh,
so
man.
what are you guys doing? What are you guys wanting to do?
Keithan's kind of just, I guess, looks to like Gnarl and Zenral and like, I think I'm gonna head up, and I'm assuming Fionn gave me one of the keys.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that you stay with us because the twins might want their own space.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I would have come back down and had a drink and just,
Okay.
people watched as well. So I've got an ale in front of me. I don't know how much. Oh, how much would that have cost me? I should probably mark that off.
9 silver.
Nice.
Well, if you get the
That's still a
cider,
fancy
that's
one.
9 silver. It's 7
Ooh.
silver for the half foam soap
Yeah.
mead.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds like, judging from Gnarl's review on
Cider.
that one, I would have gone with the cider. Yeah. All right. So
It
yeah,
goes
just
great
got.
with a meat pie, all right?
I mean, okay.
Keithan's
yeah,
just
so-
been like gnawing on a meat pie and drinking the cider. So I'm pretty happy.
Thankfully, everyone's too drunk to realize that meat pie is not from
this establishment.
Sure,
It's
yeah.
fine.
Somehow I feel like Keithan doesn't care.
No,
There's-
Keithan does not give 2 shits about it.
I guess lucky
the pie
lucky
is
for
good.
lucky for Keithan, no one hassles her about it. How about that?
Yeah. So
I don't
yeah,
know if I'm poisonous or not.
I mean, you got those colors, man. You know,
Exactly.
you don't mess with that.
So,
yeah,
are you guys
Head up
gonna
at a
go
certain point.
upstairs to start?
Sure.
I'm sorry. What was that? General Gnarl?
Oh, I've just said, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
as long as if there's no interesting people around, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys get upstairs. Your rooms are relatively nice, actually. They're not as bare. So your guys' rooms they're nice looking. There's a lot of what it's like. There's a lot of random accoutrement to make it look more like a homey little a homey little bar place. Like there's a bookshelf with a bunch of blank books.
Blank books?
Or actually, they're not blank books. It's like a bookshelf with a bunch of like the backs of books just glued together and stuck in a shelf to make it look like there's a shit ton of books in there. But there's also a desk with like a fancy quill, and there's, you know, some paper.
Is there actual ink?
There is no ink.
It's just aesthetically pleasing, all right?
Yeah, basically.
No, this place is
There's
all
stickers,
aesthetic.
all right?
It's like those hotels that try to be like up to standard but aren't quite there yet.
No, it's literally that. Yes.
It's a budget. They're doing it on a budget, but trying to pretend that they're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys lay down. You know, it's been kind of a big day. There's been a lot of traveling. There's a lot of
Yeah.
spectacles have happened.
There, like a bath
Keithan would
or
just give
anything?
There is a bath.
Zeneral the key and then head to the room with Theon and Tam.
I don't know how many beds we've got, but I've put Tam into the bed. So
there-
if
There
Keithan is gonna have to fight him for it if there's only one.
there's
he's already
two beds.
asleep.
Short, so he could 100% just curl up
He's
and go
already
to bed.
asleep though.
Yeah. There are two
That's
beds
cute.
in each room.
Oh, there
I
are.
will
Okay.
say, yeah.
We get our
Marl,
own
we
bed.
each get our own bed.
What? This is amazing.
This is so
That's what you
This
get
is
for
better
5
than
gold.
The alcohol.
way better than the booze. The booze was subpar.
I will definitely take a bath though before I go to bed because I got the shit beat out of me.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, right.
You take a
Ooh,
bath.
Keithan
It
takes a
is
bath. That sounds
very
amazing.
soothing. It's very, very soothing on your muscles. Okay. So you settle in bed and you close your eyes. And as you drift off to sleep, you find yourself in a place that reminds you of home. Below, you know, your feet are on dirt ground, and there are, you know, orange autumn leaves just fucking everywhere, just kind of flying around. And the trees are dark wood, and in front of you there is a beautiful looking fountain made of surprisingly clean stone. And that's going and making peaceful watery noises, bubbly watery noises. And in front of it you see a small flash of color. And then the next thing you know, in front of you is a beautiful little butterfly, and it looks like its wings were painted in watercolor. It's very pretty and also very familiar. The butterfly seems to do a small twist in the air before growing and becoming this beautiful person that you also find very familiar. They're dressed in this fine watercolored, it seems like kind of a robe, like a very flowy roby dress. And their hair seems almost iridescent, but pastel. Like a pastel iridescent. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. Their face is kind of thin and their nose is very straight. But the smile they give you is very warm and very playful. And you recognize Lothi, the deity of the binary between male and female. They give you a very big smile and say, "So, how's it going?" It's been a minute.
I know you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm Lothi, and you're Gnarl.
When have we met last?
Probably in other dreams. I've definitely visited you more than once.
How often have you visited?
Well, it's been a minute. But I definitely, like, back when you and your sister were, you know, in that monastery thing, learning how to, like, murder people or whatever, you know, I probably visited a couple of times, you know, tried to, you know, introduce myself, but you kept being like, it was just a dream. You know, it was a whole thing. You don't remember? You don't remember any of that? No, it's totally okay. Most people don't remember their dreams. But it's important that you remember this one. Because I got shit to say.
What is it?
Well, first and foremost, I heard about, you know, like everybody around is like up in arms over this, you know, big Mr. B guy. He's like, you know, supposed to be this, you know, big bad or whatever. I don't know. I don't really remember. I wasn't really listening, you know. But I just came here to tell you that, you know, Gandurren is like a cool place and all, but like maybe, you know, you should be like going somewhere else, you know? Like I get it's like pretty, but you know, it's not that great.
I hate it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's just pretty. You know, there is no substance anywhere. God, thank you. This is why I picked you. This is why I picked you. Okay? You know, also, you know, I also just wanted to come in and say real quick, you know, the whole, like, that tavern that exploded, you know, you know, and then there was, like, that person with the halberd that, like, saved everybody in the halberd. Don't worry about that. I came here to say it. I came here to say don't worry about that at all, even a little bit. Because it's
Why?
not important.
Okay.
100% not important.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, it's, you know, sometimes, you know, you just gotta be there. You just gotta be someone to, like, you know, people, like, worry about things all the time, and sometimes you just need someone to just be like, no, that doesn't matter. You gotta focus on other stuff, you know?
You know, I actually get that, yeah.
Yeah. See, perfect. God, you're so smart. You're my favorite one. Anyway, so I wanted to say that, and then I also wanted to say that, you know, it's probably a good idea to, like, I don't know, like, leave Gandurren or whatever. Well, you don't have to leave Gandurren. It's just not that great. You know, like don't, I'm not trying to, like, tell you what to do. I'm just trying to tell you what can and should be cared about.
Is there a direction that I should be going?
Fuck. They say. I thought this through.
It's okay.
Just so you know. You know, actually, you know what? Go find the fucking vault. You know, the fucking vault that all the items came from. Go find that. Yeah. You can do it. That's gonna be hard to find. And shit. Yeah, go look for that.
Are you referring to the items that Mr. B is giving away?
Yeah. That. So yeah, he got him all from the vault, right? It's like southeast or some shit. I don't know. I wasn't there when they like put all the stuff together. But but that's there. You should totally go and check that out and see if he took everything. That sounds like a good use of your time. Maybe.
You've been extremely helpful, Lucy.
That's what I am. I'm helpful. I am here to help you with anything you need, you know, and also to help you on your journey of transformation.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like visibly shut down.
Okay. Forget I said transformation. I'm just here to help you on your journey. Your epic quest. You want to
What do I need to do for you?
What do you need to do for me?
Yeah.
Just be yourself. But like yourself. You know, like the you actually are. That you. And nobody else.
Alright.
Thank you. And then they
I'll try.
hold up their hand. High five.
Awkward.
Yeah.
High five.
Okay, and now just remember, don't worry at all about that tavern or that person with the halberd. Don't worry about them even a little bit, okay? Okay? Sweet dreams.
Okay.
And then they disappear. So we are back. Last we left off, you guys, after an eventful evening at the Ironclad Adventurer Tavern Inn, you guys went to bed. And it is now and after, you know, some interesting dreams maybe, it's the morning.
Full rest.
Yep, everybody has had a long rest.
Time to get rid of those temporary hip.
Yep. But like I said, that was it was a psych out. Or whatever. I don't know. It was to show you that you can get temporary hit points from cleric Gandurren cleric made food items. But as I also mentioned in Messenger, it keeps like regular food. It doesn't keep for longer, so
we've still got I've got some leftovers for today, but that's probably about it.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Does this place sell food in the morning?
We can go downstairs and see.
All right. I don't know.
Cam wakes up pretty early.
Gnarl is woken up or not.
Yeah. If I hear you shuffling around, I'll.
Yeah, I'm shuffling around, packing my stuff up. I don't know how long.
So yeah.
Head down for breakfast, I guess, or see if there's breakfast.
Tam is also up pretty early. Like he'll you'll find him when you guys wake up. You'll find him reading in his bed.
Oh, I'm not in that same room.
Well, I guess I'm talking to Keith and Fionn.
I'll leave him to that. I don't want to pry.
Is it?
No.
Sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
Just thinking about breakfast as well, so that's all.
Before the others join us, I will look and see and just be like, I think we should leave Gandurren.
Oh? Why? What's the sudden... What's going on? I mean, you know I trust your instincts, but what's up?
I had a dream, and I think we should leave Gandurren. I think we should head southeast. I don't think that the answers are here anymore.
Okay.
In regards to Mr. B.
Okay. You said southeast?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you just southeast, or did you get like I said, I trust your instincts. What happened?
Not much, but those items that Mr. B's been giving away,
Mm-hmm.
they had to come from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So we should check out where they came from. We should head southeast.
Okay.
It should be like a vault or something.
A vault? Okay. All right. Maybe we should talk to everyone else and see. I mean, I'm gonna follow you, but we can see what everyone else thinks.
Yeah. No, that's fine. If we want to confide in them, I'm fine with that.
I mean, do I know what city is in the south?
In the southeast?
Or yeah. If there's anything in that direction.
So, in the southeast, you do know that there is there's a desert country of Zakir. And you guys and that is kind of a straight shot east from Vestenholt, and a lot of that desert is unexplored down that way.
Okay.
Or, well, yeah, not officially explored. People have passed through it, but
okay.
It's a tough journey.
Area. Okay. Maybe we can, talking to Gnarl again, maybe we can drop Tam off at Vestenholt and then head that way. If my memory serves me right, there's got to be, there's something to the east of Vestenholt, and we could just drop him off.
Yeah.
Is there a time frame? Did your dream do any?
No, I didn't. I just know that this isn't the right path.
Okay. All right. Okay. I trust you.
just have a fill-in.
I trust you. You don't have to explain. Got it. You can go. I'm sure though that if this is gonna involve, this Mr. B, and it seems like Fionn and Keithind are invested in this, I think they'll follow. I'm sure they will.
We'll see.
I'm sure they'll follow. Does this place have breakfast? I'm getting...
You guys wander downstairs, and it does seem there is breakfast.
What kind of breakfast?
You see a sign that says Continental Breakfast, 2 gold.
Oh.
2 gold?
Yep.
For a continental breakfast? Does that mean like oatmeal and cereal?
So,
Toast?
or I guess dwarven breakfast, it says dwarven breakfast, which is a plate that seems to be scrambled eggs, toast, bacon, sausage, and just a lot of very heavy foods.
Pay
that is-
for Z and I.
Okay.
And just be crumbling.
Yeah.
As I like to make my food.
2 gold sounds like a lot.
Yeah, the food's cold.
Oh. So
It's
mad.
even worse. I thought about going out somewhere else.
We should have. I regret this.
Yeah. No, my water gun.
With that, Keithan will go ahead and get up from bed. They just slept half on, half off, the foot of the bed. So curled around there, their tails hanging off of it. Just kind of grumble, get up, and notice that everyone is gone.
Yeah. Tam, when Tam hears your guys' footfalls outside the door, he'll poke his head out and notice that people are finally awake, and he'll follow you guys down.
Yeah, I'll come down too.
He looks at your food and sits down, and he's like, "Are we gonna go to one of the restaurants today?"
We could. I'd like to go to the marketplace, and I know we were going to check the clock tower as well.
Yeah, I would like to check out the Wizard Tower as well.
The clock tower. Maybe we can. Maybe if it's not too expensive, we can just teleport ourselves back to Vestenhall, and we don't even have to, take that big old long journey.
We can certainly look into it. I've never teleported before, but perhaps it's possible.
It's totally safe. No one has died in 40 years.
4
That's
years
not
or 40?
40. 40.
Okay.
That's not a bad track record.
Just sometimes limbs are in the wrong place. But that can be fixed.
Don't you guys have horses and stuff? Will that go with us?
I mean, I think we'll have a few questions to ask before we decide on that as a method. Yes.
I
Yeah.
think we should leave here though as soon as we can.
But don't worry. I'm sorry for interrupting, but limbs in the wrong places only happens in 1 in 20 people.
That's a really high percentage.
That's actually rather high.
But
I like my tail where it's at. I don't know if I want to go in someplace else.
But not only can it be fixed, but also can you imagine okay, so Vestenholt is 2 weeks away. If we walk there, it takes 2 weeks to get there. We could get there in like that.
Yeah, just missing your foot. That's fine. You didn't need that.
Yeah,
anyways.
I'm totally fine with sacrificing my foot to not take a 2-week journey where I might break my foot anyway.
What about your mouth? Are you willing to sacrifice that? Just curiosity.
There are no recorded incidences of someone losing their mouth.
I think Keithan hasn't had their coffee yet, Tam.
The food's cold.
Yeah, I'm not eating it. I'm gonna have my lamb pie instead.
Yeah, Tam will also eat his lamb pie. But
She
also
said
keep
ate
in mind
your lamb pie last night.
I'm also.
Did you already eat yours?
lamb pie after my breakfast because I was so upset about it.
Did
Watching
he?
them enjoy it. I will.
Did Ben
enjoy it.
give us all a lamb pie?
Yes, Ben gave everybody one more lamb pie
Oh,
because
that's
Fuck,
so
I'm eating the lamb
nice.
Keithan
pie.
is
Fuck
rude
this
and
nasty.
he's too polite.
Yeah. Keithan ate the lamb pie last night with her cider, like as like a dessert kind of situation. So we didn't have any for this.
I mean, I'm
breakfast.
still eating this food that Gnarl handed me, but I'm gonna eat my lamb pie.
Yeah. I saved the lamb pie for like dessert.
So yeah, everybody
know
that
that.
One
everybody
time
that
Gnarl looks
eats-
happy eating lamb pie.
everybody that eats their lamb pie take another take 5 temporary hit points.
Woohoo!
Sorry, Keithan.
It's cool, Keithan. I enjoyed mine last night.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So, Gnarl has something about a dream.
Did you not sleep well, Gnarl?
I slept pretty well actually. But I don't think we have business here anymore. We should drop the kid off and head southeast. I actually wouldn't mind taking the teleportation thing that he was talking about so that we could get there quicker. We could possibly learn something.
Do you think this gentleman is there?
I don't know if he'll be there, but we'll definitely get some answers. Or at least that's what seemed.
Well, we're pretty sure that he's in this city. I
No, he's not. We don't need to
Yeah.
be here anymore.
You know that
Why-
for sure that he's no
why
longer
are
here.
you speaking with such conviction, Gnarl? What did you dream of?
Look, I just have a really good feeling that we need to head southeast, drop the kid off, go to the vault, figure it out from there.
What
Go to the where?
The vault.
What's the vault?
All these items that he's been handing out, they gotta come from somewhere, right?
I know that's where mine came from, but my Gramps told me to hang on to it.
We need
For
to head
the
that
other
way.
artifacts, I don't know.
The vault? Is that the players like? Do we ever heard about this? And I just don't remember.
Nope, only 2
No,
of our
okay.
players have heard about any vaults.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
the first
the
time
vault.
Keithan has mentioned it.
Okay. It's not that I don't believe. Well, I don't, but I could believe you. But I just don't understand. Right. Excellent question. Oh, Keithan had a pretty strong conviction that this was the place to be, and I also got some sort of more practical information about Mr. B coming in this direction. So I just I don't know what kind of information we're working off of here, but it seems I'd like to know more about who we're trusting and why we're following what they're saying. Are you a religious person, Gnarl? I know that's kind of personal. I'm sorry. I'm
It
a
is
little lost.
It is personal.
I'm a little lost.
And you don't owe me anything, but you can either take it as a chance and get the information, head that way, get the information that we need, or you can stay here and be at a loss. It's pretty much where we're at. I think we should drop the kid off so he isn't in any danger.
My
We
name's
should-
Tam.
Tam,
Thanks.
and move on. This isn't where we need to be any longer.
So you have it on good authority that
Right.
Mr. B has left.
whose authority? I don't understand why we're all just supposed to believe you. I mean, we've
I
worked
said-
well together so far.
Well,
You
I
don't
mean,
have
one could argue that, if you and your sibling have followed us here instead of going to drop Tam off, kid. So, I mean, you could argue the opposite is the same. You also had a dream or vision that they were coming this way, Fionn?
No, I just spoke with the owner of the tavern. That's all.
That wasn't in this game. That's no longer canon.
Huh?
It was.
Hear anything?
I didn't either.
Oh, I was saying that the vision that Fionn may or may not have had is no longer canon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Yeah. No, I just spoke with the owner of the, what was his name? Mitchell? Oh my God.
Maynard.
Maynard. Thank you
Like
so much.
Like the singer for Perfect Circle, right? That's his name?
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, Maynard James Keenan.
Yeah.
Huh.
I knew you'd know.
And
No, I just spoke with Maynard. I it was just an account from someone who had seen him go, who's sort of more practical.
we also could be chasing ghosts. Like he could have, this Mr. B could have said he was going that way and went a completely different direction.
That's true.
It's been a while since I've heard from my gramps, so I guess it is possible that they left. I don't know how many days we were behind them, anyways.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well,
I think we should ask around today anyway. I'd like to, like I said, we need to go check out the clock tower, and I wanted to check out the marketplace. So we might as well ask around a bit.
If
And,
we
I
don't,
mean,
if,
it's not a bad idea, but we have a direct Vesson, or from here to Vesson Hole. This town doesn't even like us. I don't even know if we can do anything to help change it.
I hate this town. I want to leave.
This place
Oh, the
fucking
shitty town.
sucks. This place
So
fucking-
fake.
it's
I
not
thought you
high-tech
might like-
community.
I mean, no, it isn't. I thought you might like to learn to earn a bit of money. I say to
I
General.
mean, yeah, but it's selling out people, and I'm not about that.
are we gonna, Tam kind of perks up, are we gonna help the guy that's trying to help people get in?
Again,
I don't think we'll
mean,
be able to, Tam. As
I-
much as I'd like to, I don't think we'll be able to.
I mean, we could
Nah.
burn down the walls.
that's true.
I think they're made of
there aren't
sandstone.
any walls here.
Oh, that's right.
There's only a
think
gate. There, like the town or the city is protected by watchtowers and sheer
Watchtowers.
cliffs. There are no gates
Oh,
because
okay.
they want people to see the city. This is very much a see but don't touch
Oh, yeah.
kind of place.
I just imagined it with like a wall just surrounding the dome situation.
Mm-mm.
I mean, if we could help that guy, we could potentially talk to. Could go back to Juno, but I think she's a dead end. But there's
Well-
a chance that we could talk to Darvac. Seems to like us a little bit. Who knows if he even will remember us from last night?
It's true, he was fucking gone.
Yeah. Or
Well,
the love
didn't-
of his life, Lauren. But
Well, why don't we try the well, okay, I don't want to like tell everybody what to do, but like why don't we try the wizard's tower, because that's where Ben said we should try and check for Mr. B, because he's got magical items and the wizards like
Right.
magical items.
Well, we'll check
Right,
for
I agree.
a few places. If we come out dry, then I'm fine leaving. If we don't find any information, either the market for Fionn or the wizard tower. Are you
Yeah.
okay with that?
Yeah.
Now?
I'm okay
Alright.
with that.
Let's start there then.
I definitely think we should be gone by today.
I agree.
That-
Even
fine.
if
If
we
we come
don't
dry.
take the tower, we just leave the city. We can stay outside it. This place is too expensive.
Right. We won't be able to get back in if we need to, if we leave. So we better be
I
sure.
mean, unless we paid the toll.
Yeah, we would have to pay if we wanted to get back.
I wonder how much it is. We never found
I
out.
thought I heard
did
it
we?
was 10 gold.
Well, that's not so bad.
Maybe not for you, but for a
Yeah.
lot of common folk, it really is.
That's a
Well,
lot of money.
Compared to what it seems to cost in general, what things seem to cost in general in the city, I don't want to give you any delusions that I'm rich. I just, there was a place that you could stay at for 10 gold a night, and
Yeah.
it's
I mean, I can see
I'm
that.
not,
We did just pay half that to stay here.
I mean, I've saved money, but I'm common folk just like you. I don't know where you got that impression.
Oh no, not making any assumptions. I'm just saying, like 10 gold is a lot for some, especially the people outside. I'm saying outside.
Absolutely, absolutely, it is.
All right.
Right. I'm gonna get up uncomfortably and
Let's go to the wizard's tower! Yay, we're done
go.
eating!
Yeah, just go get. I guess I'll go get. I don't know, just pet Maggie or something. Like I just got uncomfortable and I have to leave for a second.
Yay, they're all doing their job.
So wait, why? Tam will look at you, Gnarl. So, wait, did you like have a dream that said we should go, or that you guys should drop me off and then go somewhere else?
Well, General suggested that we drop you off, and I agree. I don't want any harm to come to you. So,
Okay.
but yeah, it was a bit more than that, but yeah.
Well, like, so he like takes out his book and like flips through the pages. Well, okay, lots of people have prophetic dreams and stuff, but normally it's not like a one-time thing. Do you have prophetic dreams a lot?
No.
No. Okay. Well, well, but like, so how do you know this dream was prophetic and not another dream?
You said that, not me.
Well,
I just said I had a strong feeling.
Oh, okay. Well, how do you know this feeling is different from wrong feelings?
You remember when that tiger came in and you decided that you needed to run away or hide or get away from it? That kind of gut feeling? That's what this is.
Oh, okay. Okay. Fine.
Tam playing devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm. It's a good question. Good answer too.
Tam will pick up his book whenever you were ready to go to the wizard's tower.
I'm gonna make sure do a last look around in the room.
I mean, there's you see the drunk guy from last night, not the dwarf, the drunk human that approached Gnarl. Yeah, the hot one, the one that is a 17 out of 20. That guy. I should have just fucking rolled a d10. Anyway,
You want me to roll a d10?
No, it's fine. It's fine. We already rolled.
I mean, but now it's
It
now
was a
sober
one.
glasses, so
Oh, yeah, I guess-
realistically, drunk goggles, he was a 17. What he is now.
I would like to say that Gnarl was not drunk
Not
on
drunk.
those poo-poo drinks.
Okay, my bad.
But that guy is very pointedly avoiding eye contact.
I meant to ask this, like, in comparison, am I way more muscular than this dude? Like,
Yeah. This dude looks like a pencil pusher. Like, he looks like a businessman on a trip. He just likes adventures.
crush him.
Oh yeah, you could pop his head like a grape. Like,
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
no problem. So Tam is like, okay, you guys ready?
I just want to make sure our rooms are cleared out. But last minute like hotel room check. You make sure you got everything out of there, take it back, ready to go.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Keith can
doing.
make sure they have their artifact statue situation in their bag. So creepy
can't find
feelings,
it.
I'm assuming. Huh, what?
Just kidding.
Okay. I was like, I think I heard that, but all right.
You're like,
Eat people. Fuck it. Yeah.
I also freaked the fuck out. It's like, what?
Oh my gosh.
no, it's fine. It's fine. You found it.
But I'm
It's
assuming
right
room's
where you left
cleared.
it.
I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
drop my key off of the front desk or the bar. Like,
Remember,
there you go.
Credit cards do not exist in this universe. So if you guys steal the towels, they can't find you.
Deal the soap.
Oh my god, the little shampoos,
Yeah.
Are the pillows nice and fluffy?
the bathrobe.
The pillows there. I will say, like, for all of the problems that the food have, the beds there were pretty fucking comfy.
I wonder if I can see. You think we could take these pillows?
Probably.
All right. Try to jam it into my bag.
Yeah, just
Wear
wear a bag
extra
of
clothes
holding.
and you'll make plenty of room in your.
I'm not there. I'm not there.
No, not in our room. Not in our room. Putting on like extra clothes if I have any extra clothes. Shove it in my bag. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys walk out into the great morning. Where do you decide to go first?
Where are we going first?
I
Did
think
you
the
want to
wizard
look at the
tower.
stalls early morning and then?
So, from where you guys are, the Wizard's Tower is about a straight shot, and right beyond the Wizard's Tower are the market stalls. But also, you can go in other directions to go to the stores that you saw in your flyer.
Right. Do we want to go to the bookstore or the blacksmith or?
The potion and tea
Oh,
shop.
there's a tea shop. I want to go to the tea shop, but I'm also feeling torn because that's a little bit of just for me as opposed to.
There's also-
Potions though could
Although-
be used for all of them.
That's true. Where's the lavender parlor in relation to where we are?
the
I'll pull out my
lavender.
map.
Yeah, you pull out the map. The lavender parlor is. So actually, give me 2 seconds. I'm
Ooh,
going
okay.
to pull up the map.
Woohoo! Bless you. Tea.
That's what I'm holding. I'm holding this map.
Ta-da! Plus, if we pass the candy shop, I want to get something for Tam.
Watch the stream.
Okay, and then.
Ooh, here we go.
Zoom in.
And done.
And then
And then.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, my face has been replaced. No, in the map.
I see your face.
No,
yeah,
in
I see your
the
face.
in the recording here, I'll show you guys what it looks like. What my recording looks like.
I mean, you could always just send us the map in a message.
Yeah, I might do that. But this is what it looks like on OBS. Give me 1 second.
Oh,
So as you can see, where my head is supposed to be. That is.
mm-hmm.
I wonder if I can move myself. Can I move myself? No.
Whoa.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem for later.
Man, I'm trying to add these pillows into my inventory.
Oh, I should do that too.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna
I'll just
put-
add a single pillow, just one.
Are these good berries gone?
Yeah, they're not. I mean, they're just you just got some mushy berries now. They're not
oh,
useful for
because they
anything.
only work for 24 hours. right?
Yeah, and then they just kind of are regular
So I should
berries that are slowly going bad.
What about this cheese bread and grapes and bacon we have? Or is that probably bad by now?
That's we've been on the road for a few days, couple days.
Cheese and shit like that can keep for a
Yeah.
second.
Okay.
the mold. It will be
Okay.
fine.
Just in
Thank
case.
see.
Thank you.
Hotel pillow.
I know there's a way
Amazing.
to do like custom items. Ugh.
Yeah.
There
that's what
is
I
a
was
way for
trying
you to do custom items.
Yeah.
How'd you do it?
So I'm on the computer and I pull up equipment,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a little drop down menu that says custom item, and you can add it, and then you can edit it, and you can change the name. So hotel. Hello.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And I now have a hotel pillow. The inventory shirt.
Why? Why are
Okay,
you
and
asking?
I just posted in chat the
Oh,
the map of
perfect.
Gandurren.
Okay.
Is this
In
in
our
Discord
chat?
chat?
Yes.
Ah,
Oh, Discord chat. Okay.
So
What was-
you guys in the curve, you guys are around the top of the curve, behind where the clock tower is right now.
okay.
So the lavender parlor is down a bit and it's kind of behind the line of market stalls near to the Bloomway.
Okay.
Uh,
Seems like we could stop there easily enough.
the tavern that we were in. What was it called?
The Ironclad
Iron-
Adventurer.
Ironclad Adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Continue. I apologize.
No
And there's
problem.
also the Elder Tribute enchantments may also be of interest depending on
Mhm.
where that is.
That is the Elder Tribute. That is closer to where House Gwent's guild house is.
So maybe
I-
the marketplace and the tea shop, I guess.
Yeah.
And the tea shop is close to. So the tea shop, the bookstore, and the clothing store. Those are all pretty close to each other.
Okay.
If you look at a map of the city, it seems like they all neighbor the textiles house for guild house for House Abilene.
Oh, makes sense.
Um,
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys start
Off we
heading.
go.
So you guys start heading off that way, and it's a beautiful morning. Like the colors of the buildings really show. Like all these bright, fun colors that these buildings have painted themselves. There's a lot of street art as well that is absolutely beautiful, masterfully done. And as you guys head toward the potion shop, Fion, you find your arm grabbed.
Oh.
And
Is that?
Yep, and your arm is grabbed, and when you look over, you see the pink face of another tiefling with just completely black eyes. And she says, "Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I have seen another tiefling. Hi."
Hello.
Okay, so it's been so long since I've seen another tiefling around here, and so you have to try on some of my clothes, okay? Do you want to try on some clothes? I'm gonna give you a makeover, and it's gonna be great. And she starts kind of like pulling you.
I like look at the group as I'm being pulled.
Tam
Keithan
kind of
will reach
follows.
out and grab Theon's other hand. Like, really unsure if this is the right move,
Well, like,
but
I don't know if that's the solution, but
we're currently in the middle of something. Maybe we'll swing by later.
Seeing the resistance, the other tiefling stops and is like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I should probably introduce myself. She like lets you go. My name's Haberdash. Very nice to meet you. I own the flowy door, the floating clothing door.
She's so excited.
The floating flashlight door.
Oh,
She says
oh,
and gestures to the fuck, what was it called?
the flowing door.
It was
Clothing store.
Yeah.
The flowing door clothing store.
Yeah,
I mean,
the flowing door.
basically
clothing
what
store.
you
say it better
said
than I do.
was yeah.
And
Well, oh,
I just never see any tieflings around except for oh my
Right.
god, except for Longing. Oh, but oh my god, she is such a drag. Oh my god.
why? Oh,
What do you want?
hello.
Hi.
Hi. Right. I'm Fionn. It's nice to meet you.
Hi. Yeah. Right. I said my name is Haberdash.
Right.
I named myself Haberdash after I got out of the Underdark because I thought Haberdasher is a really fun name. Even though I kind of hate hats. Hats are really hard with the horns. You know.
Right.
But,
I know.
But Haberdash is a lot more fun to say than Taylor.
I agree. I think it's a great choice.
Thank you.
How long have you been here? I'll go take a look. I'll say to the group, I'll go take a look just for a second.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
Is that all right with everyone?
I'll show you so much. I'll show you so much stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get.
I just
kidnapped.
sort of like,
Tam
I'll
follows you.
I'll try. Okay.
Tam follows you in,
hello.
and literally as soon as you walk through the threshold of the store, she like runs around and she's like grabbing silks and
Oh my gosh.
dresses and trousers, and she's like, okay, this is gonna go great with your skin tone, and oh my god, your body type is absolutely perfect. Do you know you have a wonderful figure? This is going to complement that exactly right here. And then I know hats are hard on the horns, but this one, your horns will go right through the holes in this hat and it's gonna look great. Okay, and these shoes are gorgeous. Here's some shoes.
Oh. Oh, wow. Oh. Wow.
You're gonna try one?
What kind of clothing is it? Like what
They're-
what kind of clothing does she have in here?
So in
Silk?
there, so yeah, there's some silk. There's like a silk nightgown in there. There's some like house slippers, and then
Sure, house slippers, why not?
but then there's also like a really nice cloak in there. There's like a riding dress, I guess.
Mhm, mhm.
Like, you know, a dress that's definitely meant for traveling. And then also like there's like a set of boots in there and some riding trousers with like with very nice like silk button-up shirt.
Ooh.
And they are all in various colors that somehow complement each other.
I'm gonna just sort of like drop the slippers out from the corner of my like under my armpit subtly and like these look great. Sure, I could try some of these on.
You're gonna try them on?
What? How long? Sure, why not? How long have you been here?
Oh,
You said you came from somewhere else.
Well, yeah. So I came from, I said I came from the Underdark, but it's easier to say that than I came from a hell dimension, you know?
Right.
Because, you know, I say I'm from a hell dimension and they just automatically assume I'm like evil or whatever, you know?
Right.
That's not the case. I promise I'm very nice. Anyway.
You are.
Thank you. And so yeah, I came here to Gandurren about 2 years ago because like honestly it was pretty hard you know, to become a stylist, you know, looking the way I do, but everybody I touch looks absolutely fabulous. So I managed
You have
to
a
get a
gift.
job here. I do.
You
should
certainly have lovely things.
Thank you. I worked really hard on getting all the stuff I have, and I have styled and I have put together every single thing in here by myself.
Wow. It's very impressive. I'm so impressed by what you have accomplished in 2 years.
Thank you. Now go try it on.
Right?
I want to see you in my shit.
Okay.
Okay.
I sort of like shrug at Tam and like go find the dressing room.
And yeah, as you're in there,
This is-
there's like a cute little curtained off area, and like right next to it is like a little stand, kind of, you know, similar to like in the bridal shops where there's like a little stand with a bunch of mirrors. as your guys, or as you're trying things on, Haberdash will go out and like poke her head out of the store and be like, I got stuff for all of you. You want to try some stuff on?
Keithan like looked inside the window at the thing and just no. It's okay.
But what about you two? Okay, look, she looks at you two and is like, I love the colors of your guys' skin. I have the most beautiful leather trousers that will go perfectly with your skin tone. Please tell me you will try them on. Just try them on. You don't even have to buy them. But you'll want to.
She's good. Damn.
How much are they?
She will go, she'll like run back inside her store and then pull out like these olive green leather trousers that look very well made.
Ooh.
75
Keithan's
gold.
kind of eyeing the workmanship. Like, what can they tell?
Excuse me, how much?
75 gold.
Yeah, no.
They are lovely, but no thank you.
Yeah, you're wonderful, but no thanks.
You won't even try them on?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay, I get it's fine. You know, I know it's really expensive, but you know, the materials to get it, all the stuff is so expensive, you know.
I mean,
get
all you
it.
have to do is go murder your own animal outside, or deer or whatnots, and get your own leather that way.
I spend all of my time when the store is not open sewing everything that's in here. I do not have time to murder animals.
I mean, cheaper resources.
You are lovely. You are so lovely. I love the color of your scales. You are so lovely, and you have so many opinions.
Do I believe?
I love her.
Is it just all sarcasm, but really also interested in like looking at the craftsmanship of the pants? So it's like between like, are they joking? Are they like, are they serious? And also like these pants are very attractive. Like,
can you roll an insight check if you'd like to check?
Oh my god, I love her.
Six.
She might be sincere.
Okay.
But the way she says it gives you an odd feeling. But you can't really tell what it is.
Okay. It's a little like meh.
Huh.
But I will say, like, you can tell like her smile is a little more forced now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on your friend. And
DM, I have a question about my breadth of knowledge. So I don't believe that I know that much about tieflings, if anything.
right.
Like, probably not much at all. Do I even know, like, I would assume I would know what a hell dimension means. Would I know what the Underdark is? Like, any of these things?
Well, I feel like you would know, at least you would know of the Underdark. The Underdark is where a lot of, like, when you hear about deep gnomes and drow, we talked about the Underdark in the porn book.
Oh, yeah.
So you
Yeah, we did.
I have some passing knowledge of that. Okay.
Yeah, you have some passing knowledge. Yeah, as far as you know, the Underdark is a place that not a lot of people like to go, but you do hear of people leaving the Underdark a lot who look to live less brutal lives.
Right. Okay.
And as far as the Hell Dimension goes, there is essentially a legend that says tiefling, all tiefling come from the Infernal Realm. And some actually do. Some do escape the Infernal Realm to go live a life outside of it. But, you know, but some haven't seen it in their entire lives.
Right.
So it seems like Haberdash seems to be one of those that have actually crossed realms.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I assume I would have gotten some shit in my life from at least a few people here and there who assume that I'm from hell.
Yes.
From the Infernal Realm. Okay, so that's probably pretty much what I know. Okay, great. Thank you.
All the clothes you try on fit you like
Yeah,
a
I'll try
glove.
the whole thing on. What the hell? Why not?
Yeah, they feel good on your
Oh.
skin, and you feel comfy. The fabric is breathable, and you're like, holy shit.
Mm.
I don't think I've ever worn anything this good.
Mhm.
Like, I would say you're probably used to like more scratchier like linens coming from
Yeah.
cottons from
Lots of cotton and
yeah.
wool, but not silk, really.
Yeah, so the silk feels wonderful on your skin. Like, it feels cool and breathable, and you're
Mm.
like, oh.
This is nice.
And you hear from
Right,
outside,
well-
show me, show me, show me, show me.
Oh, right. I'll go out and
She'll gesture
take a look at
towards
myself in
the
the
little
mirror.
pedestal, and you look
Mhm.
fabulous. Like, so I remember your skin is like a purple color, right?
My skin is, yeah, it's sort of like mauve, like a dusty rose with a
Oh,
bit
right,
of
right.
lavender. It's somewhere in there. It's like rose lavender. Yeah.
Okay, so most people say reds and pinks don't really go together, but the deep scarlet
Mm.
of the silk that you're wearing right now, it's kind of sexy. Like, you're feeling it.
I have some, yeah, I've got a little bit of red in my outfit underneath. I've got red, like a petticoat. So a
And
little
as-
more of that would be kind
Yeah.
of exciting.
And so, as you're like kind of turning yourself in the mirror, Haberdash is just like, you look fabulous! Oh my god, you look so cute! Oh, I did it again.
This is wonderful. You made all these things yourself.
I did.
My goodness.
That's what I take pride in the things I make, and everything I make, I need to be proud of, and I'm really proud of the stuff that I put on you.
You should be. This is lovely. How much for the riding pants? And
The
I
riding-
don't have a lot of money to spend today because I have some more shopping to do.
Okay.
But
Um.
these are lovely.
Okay, so the riding pants, which are a lovely shade of chocolate brown.
Ooh.
The riding pants are 50 gold.
Mhm.
The whole getup I gave you, that all together will probably will run you like, normally it would be 300, but if you buy it all as a set, I'll give you a deal and we'll call it 250.
Right. Wow. Well,
Yeah, I know. It's a little expensive,
I
but-
mean, it's handmade. I understand.
Yeah. Not only is it handmade, but I picked out all of the fabrics by myself. And I do not have time to slaughter animals, as your friend suggested, but
Oh, that was the lizard, wasn't it? Sorry, lizard folk.
yes, it was.
Right.
It was the scaly one.
Yes, that tracks.
But
That tracks.
but I work with vendors who only have the highest quality stuff.
Wonderful. Well, I have some other shopping to do that I might take priority, but I love these things. I'll keep them in mind, and I might be back later.
You're gonna come back?
I might be. I have to also check with the rest of my group, and I need to make sure that I can get what I need to while I'm shopping out today. I didn't plan on shopping for clothes. These are so beautiful, though. Wow,
Yeah, no,
just gorgeous.
That's fine. I get
And the boots as well. They're lovely.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, do whatever you want. Get all the stuff that you need or whatever, and she like kind of grabs it out of your hands. Yep, that's totally fine. Just come back if you decide that you really love it and stuff. It's cool. It's fine. Everything's fine. Have
I
a
will.
great rest of your day. You are so lovely.
Oh, thank you. You are too,
Yes,
Haberdash. I know you are as well. Do you? I guess. Do you need any help with anything around here? Do you have I have some skills that I also may be able to make use of for you. I'm a healer.
That's really cool. The thing is, all I really need as far as help goes is help paying the rent
Right.
in my shop. You know, so like, I mean, I get it. I'm stuff. That my stuff is like really expensive, and you got other shit you got to buy. It's fine. It's fine. You're lovely. It's fine.
I do believe that you should charge exactly what you're worth. Is the rent quite expensive around here then?
Well, I'd be lying if I said no.
Are they charging you too much?
Well, I mean, to be here, it's to be here, it's very expensive to be here because this
city in general.
Yes, this city is everything costs a lot of money here.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and I don't want to say they're paying too much in like they're charging me too much in rent, because like when I sell stuff, I am making a very good living, and she is wearing a lot of jewelry and stuff. It's tasteful though, but you can tell the shit she wears is expensive.
Right.
Anyway, just go do your shopping or whatever that you had planned to do today, and everything is fine. Why don't and I said, we don't see a lot of tieflings. I'm sure Longing would love to see you. So if you go, to the potion shop that's down that way, she'd be very happy to see you and stuff.
Longing, I will. I'll go say hello, and I certainly liked chatting with you as well. I don't see other folk that look like me very often either, so it was a pleasant surprise.
Oh yes, it was definitely amazing to see you. And also you looked amazing in my clothes. Anyway, have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. I'll see you later, I hope.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
She just really flip off Fionn.
Literally as soon as Fionn turned around.
Really? I actually didn't see. Did you?
Yeah, just, like as soon as you turned around, she like had the middle finger up.
Well, I guess I don't know that. Wow.
Aggressive. Be aggressive.
Dang, girl. Huh.
Rude.
That was Haberdash.
Wow, Haberdash is a lot. Capital A, capital L. Okay. Really nice clothes. Literally don't have that much money.
There are a lot of characters I was very excited for you guys to meet in the city.
Oh my gosh. I was trying to soften her up a little bit because I'd like to talk to her about tiefling stuff, but it doesn't seem like that was happening, so okay.
Maybe you want some of her clothes.
I can't afford any of her clothes. The cheapest thing she had was 50 gold. I don't have that on me. My goodness.
I don't think I've ever seen clothes so expensive before. Why does fabric cost so much?
It's silk. They make it.
It's imported.
Right. And that little tiny worms make silk.
Yeah.
So you have to have a lot of little worms to make a whole silk shirt.
I thought you can't we also use pigskin, right?
Well, not for silk. For sure. Other things,
silk doesn't hold up well.
No, it feels nice though.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're riding, it's not.
No, it's not practical. That's true.
I mean, yeah, it's
all right.
If you want to go swimming, but that was a waste of time. Can we go do something beneficial?
Okay.
Sure.
I love Keithan so much.
I do too. And honestly, Fion's not arguing. Fion's not arguing with you either. Like that kind of was a waste of time.
Yeah.
But
this is
the whole
a city to waste your time
thing
in.
was fascinating. No, it was interesting. City. What can you remind me? So she had pink skin. Is a different color than mine. It wasn't exactly the same color as mine.
Yeah, her skin was almost like a bubblegum pink.
Oh, okay.
with very deep black hair. That was
Okay.
cut short at her chin, but like kind of curly. It was really cute. She looked adorable.
She sounded adorable until she turned on me. Okay, sounds
Wouldn't
good.
buy
Let's
her
go.
shit.
I know.
You could've
Potion
been
is the
best
potion shop
friends
the
had you
same
given
as?
her your gold.
You know, I don't have enough gold. I literally don't. All right.
That's not a problem.
Like I'm good. Fion's getting squeakier and squeakier. Are we going? Is the
Fion?
lavender parlor the potion shop, or is that something else?
I think so, yeah. But also, Fion, you don't have to be upset. That's how some salespeople are. They they put time into trying to convince you into buying stuff, but then when you don't, they get mad because that's money that they wanted.
Right.
And they get frustrated.
She was very convincing up until she wasn't. All right, off to the potion shop then, or the herb shop. Then are they the same?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Let's head off then.
Yeah. So you guys passed by a large guild house that proclaims some very, very flowy cursive House Aveline guild home. And in there you can hear the rumbling of machinery that is working to create fabrics and such. And on the other side of that, you see a very deep lavender colored building, and it reads in black, the Lavender Parlor, potions and teas.
Right. I gather this is also run by a tiefling, so
Yep.
Well, we'll just see, won't we?
It is an adorable little boutique shop. In there is there outside of it, there's a couple of little wire or wrought iron-y looking tables and chairs to sit in, and lining the walls are all of these herbs, and there are a ton of plants, just like little like low-hanging ferns and stuff that come down between the shelves and such. And finally in the store there is a tiefling with like midnight blue hair and skin that matches the color of the store itself. And she gives you guys a gentle smile and says in kind of an eerie voice, "Oh yeah, hello, welcome to the Lavender Parlor. Oh, a tiefling.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sure if you came from that way, you've met Haberdash.
Right.
And if you would like to sit down after that experience, feel free to do so."
That's a relief, thank you. No, that's all right, but I'm glad I'm not the only one. I want to say she said Longing?
Yes,
or
Longing is my name.
Oh, well, that's a lovely name. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Fionn Shepherd, and these are my friends.
Very nice to meet you, Fionn. Is there something you're looking for? Is there something
do you have any healing potions or things of that nature, or healing herbs? Things that help in that nature?
Let me take a look. And she'll go behind her counter and start turning labels. There are bottles of all shapes and colors behind there. And just give me a second while my computer loads.
I look very relieved at the group. Like, okay, we're good. Everything's fine. This is gonna be fine.
Oh yes, I have several potions of healing. In fact, is it just regular potions of healing that you're looking for? I also have potions of. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I also have a couple of potions of greater healing, and if you're worried about where you're going, or about danger in the future, I also have potions of invulnerability and potions of gaseous form. If you find yourself in a situation that you need to you find yourself might getting hurt in.
Mm-hmm.
I also have an elixir of health if that's something you're interested in. And also all of these teas that don't necessarily do any healing, but when you're healing up, it makes you feel better.
What is the difference between an elixir of healing and a potion of healing?
Oh, an elixir of health and a potion of healing. Let me look it up.
Oh, thank you. I say to Keith, and she's so nice.
So far, I think she has beneficial things.
Right, so far, good point.
Okay, so the elixir of health, what it does is it heals you more from diseases and sickness, rather than if you are hurt, healing you from the inside out.
Right. Well, I say to Keith, and if we stick together, I can do that on my own, and I can heal as well. But I think it is a good idea for everyone to have that ability on themselves, at least a potion or two.
Your basic healing potions run?
Oh, the basic healing potions, those are 50 gold each. I try to price as fairly as possible. And the potion of greater healing, those are 150.
Do you happen to have the herbs to make a healing potion? I actually have that ability myself. Do you have the raw materials?
I sure do. To get those all together, so I have. So, let me take a look. And she, she pulls out a. I'm sorry. She pulls out a little herbalist bag and starts packing things up inside of it. It's very graceful the way she does it. Okay, so all of this together will be around 25 gold. But keep in mind, I don't have to tell you that it takes around 24 hours to create a healing potion. It just takes a long time to boil all the herbs up properly and then filter them into the potion bottle.
Right, understood. I'm quite skilled in this area. Is there anything I might be able to help you out with around here?
Oh, no, I really appreciate your offer, but personally, I'm fine. I do well here. If you want, though, here, actually, just because, she'll bring out a couple baggies and give you some, maybe 1 cup, little packets of herbs. Here's a couple of samples of my teas, if you wanted to try that. They're only good for maybe 1 cup. But
that's lovely.
Haberdash is a very excitable person, and especially so when around other tieflings. I found that out firsthand. So here's a couple of samples.
Right, I admit my blood pressure did go up a bit.
Yes, she does that. She is very kind. She is just very excitable.
Indeed. I'm not very familiar with the customs of the city, but would it be possible to get everything for 20 gold for the herbalism kit?
Give me a persuasion check.
Whoa, come back. Big money, no whammies. Nope. That would be a hot 8.
I'm sorry. I understand it'll make things a lot easier to, take 5 gold, but I can't do it. Not for an herbalism kit.
Right, I understand.
Ethan will go ahead and put down the 25 gold for the herbalism kit.
Oh, okay. Yes, of course. Here you go. Thank you.
Do you know how to use them as well, Keithan?
Oh no, this is for you to make.
Oh,
I don't know how to make potions for healing. I mean,
oh,
nothing beyond, you put some mud on things if you get
right.
into poison ivy situations.
And bee
If you bite
stings.
bites, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, just those
Well, I could
normal
I could-
standards.
teach you as well if you like. I don't know how long
Oh.
we'll be on the road together, but if we have the time, I'm happy to.
I'd be open to that.
Right, well, thank you. I sort of smile at Longing, like,
Longing will give you, will also give you a very kind smile, and wave if you guys are leaving.
right. Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you.
Of course. You guys have a wonderful day.
You as well.
Okay. And then, so
Thanks, Keithan.
Well, if it benefits us, it'd be good. I was a little
Right.
sketchy about popping out the 50 just in case we have to pay for transportation.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Agreed.
kind of why I didn't.
Well, I can make the good berries and I can whip this up as well, so saving a bit of money that way.
Okay, and then, so you guys walk maybe another block, and then you see the sign for Leaf It to Me, the bookstore, and you can enter that if you'd like. And also the Wizard's Tower is very close by.
Carl, you need another book.
Nah, I'm good.
I want to read that, by the way.
Oh, here. I'll just take it out and hand it to C.
Muddy romance.
Honestly, I am so bored of shopping.
Well, we can go to the Wizard's Tower now if you're bored of shopping.
Sure, we can do that next.
Yes.
And then hopefully leave if it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Right. I'd still like to take a look at the marketplace. They seemed like they had some quite
That's right.
magical items that may be of use, and I
Forgot about the
did save a
marketplace.
bit of money from this last stop, so thank you, Keith. And that's all, though. Other than that, I've done everything I need to do.
Okay.
Also, the market might... Oh, perhaps I should have asked Longing about Mr. B. What do you think?
We're still here.
You can go back inside and ask.
Right,
Haven't
I'll do
wandered
that.
too far.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, so you approached the Violet Parlor one more time, and Longing will smile at you and wave. Oh, you're back. Very
Hello,
nice.
I know
Is there
I
something
haven't been
you
gone for
forgot?
long. I just wanted to ask you something, if you don't mind. We're in town looking for someone, and was wondering if you might have heard anything about a Mr. B, a man who was selling, I think, magical artifacts and the like. Do you happen to know anything about such a man or where we could find him?
Give me an insight check.
Ooh. No, I'm rolling so badly.
Sorry,
Well, I've
should've
got pretty
gone
good
to help.
insight. 7. No, I've got a +4 to insight, but I rolled a 3, so 7.
She pauses for a minute and thinks about it. Mr. B, that...
Oh, I fucking
She
have
gets to roll
guidance.
with advantage because she bought things for
I
25
fucking
gold.
have guidance, and I never remember to use it. Ugh.
Give me another roll. Give me one more.
Oh my god. Okay.
She's a tiefling and she just bought shit. So I'm just saying.
That's true. Do
doesn't-
I assume verbal and somatic. If I cast guidance on myself, she'll notice. So I think that would be a little awkward. I might not. I guess I won't do that. Okay, here we go. A little better. 15.
Okay. So she pauses for a moment and says, "Mr. B, the name sounds familiar, but I'm not quite sure. but I don't know how much I can tell you about that. It was just a name I heard in passing. And, and what she is saying is the truth, but the way she said it, it was very hesitant, and her voice got a little bit quieter, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's the whole thing.
Right. He's caused quite a bit of trouble, and I'm looking to sort it out. So I know I'm sorry this is a bit forward of me, but anything you might be able to tell me might do a great deal of good.
I can't tell you anything about Mr. B myself, but can you keep a secret? Or just,
I can.
at the very least, just... I sell a lot of materials here in my shop that can be used for a lot of different things. And there was a man that came in. There were two men that came in a couple of days ago, and they were talking about a Mr. B. Like you said, they said Mr. B, the person that they were, or Mr. B told them that the person they were looking for would be in the tavern, the Dry Jester, the tavern in Bayberry.
Oh.
And I didn't realize, but a lot of the components they were buying, I wasn't paying attention to what components that they were purchasing, and the next day the tavern was blown up.
Aye, it was. I spoke with Evelyn Tittlefink, the owner.
She's very nice.
She said there was an altercation between two fellows and one of her guests. She is very nice. Most people in the city have been nice, I say, thinking that over for a second. Yes. Oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It doesn't sound like anyone was seriously injured that I know of.
Well, that's a relief.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting, though.
Actually, I heard that you asked if there was anything you could do to help me. She takes out a small patch of gold and places it in front of you. I heard that they were raising funds for the repair. If you could put that in the donation box for me, I would really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I would.
Thank you.
That's so nice of you. You mustn't blame yourself, though. It wasn't your fault. This man... I don't know who he is exactly, but... nothing good can come from him. It wasn't your fault.
Thank you for saying that. I very much appreciate it. Anyway, is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that was all. Thank you very much, Longing. I hope our paths cross again.
Of course. I hope so as well, Miss Shepherd. You have a wonderful rest of your day. And
You
stay
as
safe.
well. Thank you, you as well. I'll drop this off for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Ooh, interesting. Back I go. Huh. Well, our Mr. B told the two fellas who burned down the Dry Jester tavern, told him that the man they were looking for was there. I can't make heads or tails of that, but that's what I got from her. He was in town a couple days ago at least, or the fellows he talked to were in town a couple days ago. So he might have been here before then.
One of
Seems
the- Go ahead.
just seems he had something to do with at least indirectly with the tavern burning down, which I can't say surprises me.
One of the things that I was told was not to worry about the tavern.
Oh, all right. Well, they've been raising funds, and I'm sure they can rebuild soon enough. Right, off we go.
Okay. So are you guys heading towards the Wizard's Tower?
Yeah, that's where Keithan's walking towards.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to
So-
veer toward the marketplace as well, but that's in the same direction.
Yeah, it's in the, like all you have to do is pass the Wizard's Tower and you'll get there.
Cool.
So you guys go to the Wizard's Tower, and the first thing you see is a sign on the door says teleportation circle temporarily out of order.
Yeah. Well, there goes that.
Yeah, you wouldn't think I would make it that easy for you guys, did you?
No,
Whatever.
depends on how
I know it's gonna be
badly.
pricey, but yeah.
I mean,
maybe.
I was like, if you really want us to go to Vestenholt, maybe you will. I don't know. All right.
No.
No. Children.
No. You silly. Have you
You
ever
silly
played a
geese.
video game?
Yes, but I figured enough money would grease
True.
some palms.
Okay. So, but it seems like there are still several things to like buy there if you want, but also you can speak to those that are there. Tam looks pretty disappointed that the teleportation circle isn't working.
Oh, buddy.
Tam, and I like pat him on the shoulder. Just means you get to spend more time with us.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess.
He's
And then he says, "No, I'm kidding," and then he gives you a hug.
he's such a preteen. I love it. Oh. I'm gonna sorry.
So you guys head upstairs to the tower, and eventually you guys reach you reach a floor that seems to be like a wizard gift shop. There's several like little potions and like magical items there and stuff, and then a gnome behind the a gnome speaking with an elf with the counter between them. The gnome is on the seller's side of the counter. Yes.
Before we go in, I wanted to sort of, I don't know, tuck myself away in a corner outside and cast Enhance Ability
Okay.
for Eagle Splendor, which gives me advantage on charisma checks.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Is that right? That's what I want, I think. For like persuasion and whatnot, that's charisma. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah. Go
In
for
we
it.
go.
Yep, in you go. Yeah, so you guys find these two talking to each other. The gnome has this cotton candy pink hair up in pigtails, and it's very cute. While the elf woman has this very pale blonde hair that is down, and has these big old glasses on her face. Wearing very, very nice clothes. She looks very she looks think art gallery chic. And then as soon as she sees you, the gnome will give you a wave. Hi guys, welcome to the Wizard's Tower. If there's anything that you need, just let me know. We've got some scrolls over there. We've got potions. We've got components. Whatever you need.
Thanks.
Already.
When will your teleportation circle be back in service?
Oh, I'm not really sure actually. I'm sorry. It seems like there's a communication issue between here and the college in Vestenholt, and well, we're not really sure when that's gonna get fixed up. We're kind of waiting on them at the moment. And then Tam, when she says that, Tam looks a little worried.
How much is your teleportation usually for the travel from there?
Typically, it's about 50 gold per person. And you have to sign a waiver.
For the limb situation?
The limb thing, I assume.
It only happens 1 in 20 people.
Right.
That's still a really high percentage.
Do you fix the limbs for free on the other side?
Oh, yes, of course.
Well then.
It depends on which limb, though, how long it takes to fix. You know, like arms and legs, that's very easy. For some reason, tails, they just take weeks and weeks.
I imagine
I'm just kidding.
this would be a quick
I'm
fix.
sorry. I'm just kidding.
Ethan's tail just kind of like curls up a little bit, like.
No, I'm totally kidding. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to. That was probably in bad taste of me to joke about because you have a tail and stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe just company. It hurts when it gets shut in a door. I don't imagine it like being someplace else.
But if you do lose a tail, can you grow it back? 'Cause you're a lizard
I
folk?
can't. There
Oh.
are some, but for
Don't worry, it's fine.
yeah.
And the the elf is just like,
Keithan just looks a little uncomfortable for like kind of the first time.
What is the elf? Is the elf behind the counter as well?
No, the elf is
Are
not
they
behind
a
the
customer? What kind of person do they look like?
they look friendly. Actually, on the breast of the jacket that they're wearing has the crest, the same crest that you saw for the Guildhouse of Aveline. And it basically looks like a silk ribbon tying through a shield.
Since they seemed to be stifling a giggle at the conversation, I'll just give them a wink and just look around the shop.
Okay. Yeah, there are several things in the shop for you to look at. And eventually, as you're looking through the shop, another dragonborn, this one with green scales, green iridescent-y goldy scales, will walk in and will look at the two and is kind of gruff and is just like, Prixie, are you working? And she's like, yes, I promise I'm working. See, I asked these nice customers if they needed help with anything, and it didn't sound like they did. So everything's fine. And if you guys need any help, you can just talk to me, even though I'm talking to somebody else. It's totally fine.
She's been very helpful.
He says, and kind of pulls the Prixie aside to speak with her privately.
Can Keithan eavesdrop, like, not super obvious, but be like close enough to like kind of eavesdrop?
Give me a perception check.
I was gonna say the same thing, but if Keithan's doing it, I'll
Nat one.
A nat one.
So a nat one. So 3.
So what happens is you see them like pull off to speak privately, and you're like kind of watching them as they do that, and like kind of walking, trying to make yourself look busy, but you are not paying attention to where you're going, so you knock down a full shelf of scrolls, and it makes a huge ruckus. And they look at you and kind of move away.
I just kind of walk in the opposite direction, I guess, a little bit. I don't know if I should pick up the scrolls.
I start picking up the scrolls.
Okay.
And I cast mending on the shelf.
Okay, you fix the shelf. That was a very nice thing of you to do.
Pick everything up. I don't know what order
Sorry.
it all goes in, so I probably messed it all up.
Keithan just said sorry towards Centerville. Or
Um,
sorry for Peon.
I'm just giggling at this point.
all of a sudden, you didn't even hear him moving. All of a sudden, you see Tam at your side, and he is like, "Hey, Keithan.
Oh, wait, yeah.
It sounds like there's trouble at Vestenhole or at the Wizards College. They said that they haven't heard from them in a couple of weeks."
Oh. Wait, did you listen? Were you able to hear that conversation?
He looks around and is like, I rolled on my end and got a natural fucking 20.
Yes.
Keithan's just so I'm just so flashy, and I just
It's
distract
true, yeah.
everybody.
But like but there's like other stuff going on, so they're really worried about like it's been a really long time since they've talked to anybody at the Wizards College, but it sounds like so Iprixie, the gnome, she says that they also need to be focusing on selling more stuff because they're really close to being able to be recognized as a guild here. But the Dragonborn guy, I think his name is Oban. He said that they can't worry about that right now when the school wasn't communicating.
That's good information.
Do we know that name?
Oban?
It's
No.
familiar. Yeah. No, I'm just thinking of something else. Okay.
Bon is named from the other.
Yeah, I know. I just thought maybe it was also something from here that I had written down earlier.
There was an
Never mind.
Olgar earlier.
Yeah.
So that might be what you're
Oh,
thinking
that's
of.
probably why. That's probably why.
It starts with an O. I get it.
So
Two words. Yeah.
soon
Or two syllables.
after this conversation with Tam, the man leaves looking a little or the Dragonborn man leaves looking a little frustrated. And Iprixie, the gnome, goes back to the counter where the elf is, and she looks. They have their own little conversation, and Iprixie looks kind of stressed out, and honestly, so does the elf.
I guess I'm not really doing anything. Would I notice the conversation that we're having? Counter?
Yeah, give me a perception check if you want to listen in.
Always. If I could learn how to read lips, I would. 18.
Ooh, yep, that's a great score. So, so you can hear them lowly, and you can hear the elf speak, and she says, "Look, my family, they are. I am under a lot of pressure right now, and if we do not, if you do not make the requisite amount of money, I'm going to be in so much trouble." And Iprixie replies and is like, I know, I've been trying to push sales as much as I can, but it's just with the stuff going on with the college, I don't, there's not a lot I can do. There's still 3 months though. We still have 3 months, and the elf replies, yes, there's 3 months left, but to raise that amount of money, it is very unlikely. And Iprixie just kind of rubs her face. I'll get it done, I promise, okay? We're gonna be okay. And then they kind of like hold hands for a second.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hmm.
Nothing too crazy important. I'm not really sure what's going on
Ah,
because I wouldn't have heard the conversation with Tam, Keithan. So
Keithan, go ahead and just approaches the pair. So I
Hi.
have a question.
Yeah, how can I help you? I'm sorry about the whole thing about the tail.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Did you? We're looking for a friend of sorts. They might have come this way to see about perhaps getting. Have you been having a lot of people inquiring about the transportation?
Well, typically, we do get a couple people here and there, but there was but recently no, because we have the sign out. But there was one person that came in that was asking about the transportation circle, and we all I could do was really point to the sign and say that it wasn't working at the time.
Did you catch his name by chance, or their name?
I think his name. Oh gosh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't get his name. But if you're like looking for him, or he was really tall. He had dark hair. His eyes were kind of weird looking. I figure he like might have some Fey blood in him or something. But like he had some really he looked like a regular guy, but his eyes were really weird.
Yeah, I'm looking for an individual that goes by the name of Mr. B, and figured he might have potentially headed this way. But if you didn't catch his name, it's hard to know for sure.
I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate it. Does it look like they're actually telling the truth, though? Like, do I
Roll an insight.
$16.
16? Yes, she does look like she is telling the truth.
For the description, does that match what we heard
Well,
in Cardin?
all you guys know is that he was like kind of a tall, dark, and handsome type as far as I remember, but
Yeah.
I mean, that could be. Yeah. Maybe.
Okay. Thank you for your time. And
No
Keith
problem.
will go ahead and approach the others and relay the information that there was a tall individual, but that could be or could not be, depending on how many tall folks. But with the teleportation circle going,
Did you
they
ask
left.
them how long ago this person was here, maybe?
How long ago?
Oh, it was a couple of days ago. It was like 2 or 3 days ago, I think.
Kind of matches up.
It could. It certainly could.
Mm-hmm. Do we need anything here?
No, just information.
All right.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
I may at the market down below.
Okay.
You said they just sold like scrolls,
Yeah,
knickknacks.
they sold just a lot of miscellaneous magic items.
Probably nothing we can afford.
Yeah, I
Seems to
know.
be a running situation.
Do we want to do the market stalls tonight, or do we want to leave that for next time?
I'm okay either way.
I would prefer next time because
Okay.
I'm on my last spoon, to be honest.
Yeah,
Okay.
no problem. So, with that, you guys exit the wizard's tower, and we will pick up from there next game. So, thank you guys so much for joining us for our third episode of Ladies and Gentledice. We hope we put on a great show for you, and come meet us the Sunday after next for our next episode. Thank you so much. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye.